Wait a minute, do I remember my lines?
I don't know, do you?
I don't have any lines. The bone collector of Hydro Forge and Shadow Stir is Alkenstar sleeps. Good evening, citizens. Correspondent Penfold Greaves here, reporting from the smoky streets where sparks of mystery never die. With coin purses fattened and tempers cooled, our daring crew found themselves with a rare gift: free time. Yet peace in this city proves to be an illusion. As Sarah, ever vigilant android, cannot rest. She was not born to sit idle. Without purpose, her thoughts drift to the echoes of the soul that once inhabited her metallic form, and to the inexplicable pull she feels protect young Eloise. Her chosen directive this week: uncover who forges documents for the infamous Lovelace. Whispers in the underbelly name one Eli Chambers, a disgraced former scribe turned glassworker who now plies his trade in the Longhorn Lounge, that velvet den where legal business thrives under dim lamplight and expensive liquor. While Sarah pursues truth, Gray hunts something more spectral. His grandfather's spirit, once summoned through a bone-carved flute, was devoured by a shadow, and guilt was gnawed at him ever since. His search has led to Nor, a Kolo bone-keeper, to divine secrets that from the remains of the dead. After hours of wandering Ironside soot-choked alleys, a strange sound draws him toward a flickering tent. Inside, a bent figure of bone and sinew greets him. You reek of death and choices. When she demands bone as payment, Gray severs his own pinky without hesitation. Blood drips onto the top as Nor chants in tongues older than steam. Her eyes flare white as she speaks of a Meromancer haunting the city. A bone keeper, but an evil one. A collector of bones building an orchestra. Another Kolo, white as ash, pink beneath the fur. Eyes like lightning. He dwells beneath Hydroforge, so she says. She returns the finger, but not before fusing it back with burning spectral thread. Her warning given, she vanishes into the dark, fearing she may soon be part of the Grimsley ensemble herself. Meanwhile, Robin tinkers happily in her quarters until Phoebe delivers a crate tied with a crooked bow and a note: outdoors only, from Monzi. Inside lies not a bomb, but a firework the size of her ambition. Spectacular and unquestionably dangerous. And so the crew's time off ends in classic Alkenstar fashion, burning brighter, bleeding lightly, and leaving behind more questions than answers. Penfold Greaves, correspondent at large, now out of breath. Very girthy recap for such a short session last week. But as we pick up, you guys are hearing the music of the saloon behind closed doors as you guys were enjoying a very well prepared meal and drink for you guys here in quiet. Besides Phoebe's cousin who runs around getting you guys what you need.
That looks like Phoebe's grandma.
Be nice.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
What? He's got a headband to keep the sweat out of his eyes and hair out of the food.
Yeah, he's
That's not even a grandma. That's a grandpa.
it's a gentleman.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
sexually ambiguous Santa Claus.
You don't remember him? You don't remember him coming to like serve your table one time?
Yeah, he's got like a
Yeah.
little list.
Like, are you done slicing the cheese? I'm gonna hold the knife for you. Come here, big guy.
Oh boy.
And she, anyways,
Oh, yeah.
goes
He
away
uses
and cuts the
bronzer on his
potatoes.
big bones, doesn't he?
oh,
But he does not tread in on every conversations, and even as you guys have some quiet talk and maybe look over your shoulder, he doesn't even look like he's trying to drop Eves. He's so enthralled with what he's doing. He like dances around in the kitchen, and he has his little ladle and he twirls it, and the whole time he's just so in love with what he's doing. And you're certain he's got to be like hearing a song in his head, because he's like mouthing something every once in a while. And
What's his name again?
You know what? I'm going to reveal it. And I want to hear what you say. How do I reveal it?
Okay. Are we playing name horse right now?
No, four-seater. Faux seater.
Spelled
Nailed
it.
it.
Dude, spell it out. What the fuck? You said four-seater. I'm like, is he a fucking sedan? What is
Yeah,
going on?
He's a Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, he's a
He's a
well-reviewed family vehicle.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's
someone else say
four-seater.
someone's. Anyone else want to sling it?
Sling what?
It was funny. Get out of here. Eat your yogurt.
Yeet.
All right.
Don Smith.
He's all right. We're gonna cut that way down to Foss. His name is Foss now.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Foss this week. Hi, Foss. Hi. I have a question? It's cooking related.
What is that?
Eloise is going to kind of meander rid of this cookbook. It's a question
I'm
about
like
a
acting
recipe.
IRL. Like I can't help but do it. It's like old tabletop stuff. I like do it to get into character. He follows you over. What are you looking at?
Eloise is going to point to the human body in the book. What
Oh,
you
just go to the next
making?
page. Don't look at that. He flips a couple pages. That's not a recipe you should be worried about. Look at this one.
Yeah, but did we eat that one?
You know, we all eat a little bit of skin throughout our life.
I'm just going to look back at my table and just kind of make eye contact with everyone individually for a second as I go around and
then he gives you the, don't be
Fucking
serious. I'm totally joking. That's just some alchemical scribble.
Oh yeah? Like what kind?
I don't dabble in that stuff. It says something about exchange and paying costs.
Call Owen over.
Owen, this guy has something alchemical going on in the cookbook. Why does he have alchemical stuff in his cookbook? It's not that I
What
don't
kind of
trust
question
your
is that?
doll, but what do you mean? You know what? You're
Cooking
fucking
is
weird,
alchemy, dear.
Exactly. See, he
Everybody
gets.
knows that.
There you go.
Eloise
This is
is
just
gonna back up.
saying. Here's what you need to make your body healthy. You gotta eat these things.
Yeah, what he said, see?
Eloise trusts none of you weird, strange fucks, and she's gonna sit
Look
down.
how-
and shut up now.
Look how handsome and stunning that man is for his age. Look at his strength, the way he strides still. Point. Of course he knows something about cooking. Food fuels the body.
But he has some really tender hamstrings too.
Oh, I bet. Makes little squeezy hands at you.
No, like you look at the book and it's just actually like water, 35 liters, carbon, 20 kilograms, ammonia, 4.
Okay,
The
okay, Full Metal
Alchemist
Alchemist.
recipe.
All right,
Yeah,
all right, Eldrick, calm down.
That's what I thought.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You hear him, he goes scrambling back to the hot stove over here, and sure enough, a moment later, he brings you guys this big dish, and on it are 6 of these mini little like hot pot bowls with like some soup he just made. Looks right at you, Eloise. Promise, no skin. Human anyway. He puts it on the table. But as you guys had, what is you guys talking about? You guys had a week off. You guys gathered some info. Or having some montage moment build up to possibly heading out here today or tomorrow. You guys have a lead, but you guys have no real rush on it and are welcome to pursue whatever you want.
Eloise is going to take a walk around town and see who seems interesting, actually.
Doing it right now. Heading out. Like,
Yeah, I ate my soup, I ate my flesh, I ate my skin, I thanked my ambiguous chef profusely.
You just wanted to open that door, didn't you? That's it.
That's the.
It was
door
only
the
going to go to the one place, Andrew.
Can't stop
How
her
do
now.
you know?
Closed. I just closing the door. Boom, boom, locking her in here.
Roll.
There's another door. There's another door. Look, I
No,
had to
dude,
open this other door. Oh,
That could have been a door of opening.
Cascading misfortune is happening right now.
Can we change
Sing.
her player name to Door Whore?
Dang.
No,
just
that was
you
more
guys
because
are-
actually, no, we've seen it once already.
No, I know, but right here, down at the bottom, where you see Lindsay.
I think that's her. I might use her
Is that-
config.
Is that French, Gray?
Yeah.
I can't modify it. I don't think that's player only. Well, maybe if I go in deeper.
It's pronounced door.
I'm gonna fix that for you next week.
Robin, Gray, Sarah, Buck. What's everyone else doing?
Mm,
I'm a bit shaken from the events and not really wanting to open up about that quite yet. So I'm more quiet than most and just kind of, hey guys, like what's going on? Feeling
And as
rested.
you're going over, like dwelling on what happened, you can't help but like rub your pinky, and it feels like a new injury that you still feel like the pain when you cut it off, but it feels like cold to the touch, like right where it was reattached.
like a phantom pain.
or like blood doesn't circulate properly.
Yeah, exactly. She just kind of like glued it back on without like cause for the nerves and whatnot.
You having an occult base of your magic, it definitely seemed to be necromantic for sure, the way she was stitched it back on.
So I'm sipping a warm beverage and desperate for someone to take my mind off of it with a new direction.
Like needing your other one removed.
Oh.
Haha, it was a joke in seriousness. Do any of you know where I might acquire new arcane inputs?
You what now?
Scrolls. Spell scrolls.
Is she echoing?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, what spell are you trying to learn? Anything specific?
I am... My knowledge is growing, but it is still... The data is limited, and I was hoping to expand my knowledge going forward.
Locals are welcome to roll like an Alkenstar lore check. Sarah, you can roll an arcane. Robin, you can also roll. Crafting?
I like how Robin doesn't really know about the arcane. It's just vibes. Okay.
You've never learned anything about it. It's just kind of, yeah, and it's.
You're just
Yeah.
vibe coding.
shouldn't know how it works. It just does.
Owen, go top to bottom there. You know for a fact that there are definitely a number of bookstores, some that even kind of like specialize in that are very close to the school. The ones that she is particularly looking for about expanding like her magical repertoire are very unlikely to be found down here in Smokeside. There's going to be like very, very hit or miss. Like she'll probably find some, but some scrolls maybe, but wizards and spell books and things like that are quite rare in general in Alkenstar. People don't come to Alkenstar to learn and study magic a whole lot. It is here, but it's very, very niche and typically reserved for those up top with the most coin, and it's kind of overpriced because of that.
I'll just answer. Not gonna find much around here, I don't think.
Yeah, not outside the school?
Ray, your knowledge is a different kind of avenue. You have lingered around of every single tavern here in Smokeside pretty much for little bits, and you've heard all the back alley talks and black market stuff. You're pretty sure you know a guy that visits a certain tavern that's mentioned a guy who has illicit magical paperwork. You're not really sure, you investigated it much, but it sounded like magic on paper type stuff. So like it can be found. You have a very questionable possible contact.
So I know this guy who met a guy who was friends with a guy who formerly was a guy that lived with another one. And he died. But before he died, he said that there was a gentleman that might have some less than reputable magic source. It might cost you an appendage, though. The last time I looked for someone, well.
An appendage.
I'll just like, with my drink, I'll just like sip it, but with my dead pinky extended and then just not say anything.
Must it be my own? I can acquire appendages.
Love how you just over embellish that. Love it. And I'm trying to reveal your roll, Kvetcher, but I can't. It's like not letting me. It says you rolled private, but I can't see it. And it won't
She
let
rolled
me,
it to herself.
Let me re-roll or like reveal it.
Can anyone else see it?
No.
It says the same thing for me.
Weird. It's a 12. I can look. Do you want me to roll it again to see if it does the same thing?
Just right click it.
Sure. Is it? You have
If you
Oh,
right.
self roll. You must have self roll. Maybe go all the way to the
Yeah,
left.
there you go.
Make sure you have public roll checked, like underneath the chat box.
Let me see.
There's 4 little like buttons there: self roll, blind GM, private.
Oh, I see. Okay, I must have clicked that somehow. What the hell?
What in the hell?
What the hell?
All right, so even with a 12, Robin, you've never tried it, and you don't really necessarily trust yourself to do it, nor do you have the skills, I don't think, to do it right now. But you have heard of, even not being well trained in like the wizardly arts, people can learn how to craft magical things, and scrolls, what she's describing, is one of them. So I think you have to. There's a feat that anybody could take. It helps. It really helps if you're crafting scrolls to be able to cast a spell that you're trying to put in a scroll. It's like required. But for instance, hypothetical. If you had the magical crafting feat, Robin, you could make scrolls of every spell on your spell list.
Yeah, it's like
It'd cost you a little money. Well, also, you could also give a copy to Sarah, and then Sarah could put them in her book. And have, basically, she casts different than you, so she has to like pick which ones, per se. Prepare out of her book.
Did we talk about this and it was like certain kinds, and did I have any of the kind that she could even learn?
No,
Oh,
hers are all primal, and
That
I
might be
have
that
to.
might be thing. Yeah,
It
hers have
is.
to have an arcane
No.
trait, but some of them. But hold on,
Nope,
Some of them
all of
might.
hers are primal.
I know, but when you put it on a primal list, it doesn't. I don't think it says the other trait on it anymore. I was playing with building a caster the other day, or a week ago. Oh, it was the hill giant, Killingmaker. You guys fought. I made him one of the hill giants a primal spellcaster, and there were spells
Okay, maybe that's
like
what
lightning
it
bolt. It's primal and arcane, but when you put it on a primal list, it doesn't say arcane anymore.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. That might be.
Are you seeing it?
Oh, so we would have to like.
Yeah, because
look,
detect
all
magic's
mine-
not primal, and she has detect magic. It's not. It's not strictly
it's on
primal.
your list. It just says it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'd basically have to look up the actual spells. Like,
Yeah, I know for a
Side
fact
of
some
our-
of yours, like Grease, probably Scorching Blast, Shockwave. Those are all classic like wizard spells. And sorcerer and wizards typically share a very close spell list.
yeah, like when I look up Eat Fire, like just straight from the compendium thing, it says like traditions, arcane, occult, and primal.
Yeah, boom, three traditions. Yeah, I bet a lot of yours are that way.
Okay. So
I just learned that. Yeah, I just learned this on Sunday because on our other campaign, I spiced up a fight because it was way easy on paper without a little extra support. And I made a hill giant into a primal caster, and I was like, wait a minute.
Was this-
And yeah, I noticed it then.
Was this before or after we went down to 5 players?
I made him weak.
That was before, right?
It was built before. Yeah, it was before. I didn't know he was out until that. But I did make the hill giant, the caster one, weak, so his DCs were lower and stuff.
That could have been
He was
real
like-
bad if the wyvern would have actually
Did
rolled
a
anything
thing?
successfully.
Yeah. Well, you guys did fine. No one even went down in that fight.
Almost did. But I'm an idiot. I just, man.
And I tried to describe it. Sorry, I'll take away from the game a little bit, but I tried to describe it a little bit. I thought someone was going to try to do something to the bridge. Because that's a whole tactic in the book. It's like the bridge is easily sabotaged. Just a couple attacks to any of the supports can send the whole thing like tumbling down.
Yes.
I was worried. I was thinking about that, but I was worried that he was going to get away if we did that.
And
we
then
wouldn't
they
be able
would-
to get across.
Or they
Mhm.
would have the advantage because they can
Yeah.
like lobby their frickin' rocks of death super easy. Meanwhile, we are
Back
That's
to
what
out
he
of range.
wanted us to do.
No, I didn't. All right, back to the game.
Sorry.
I
That
will.
was same time as this campaign, just on the other side of the continent. How about that? These campaigns are going on simultaneously.
I will keep my eyes open, and the next encounter we have, I will save appendages for the transaction.
Also, side note, I'm a big opinion. Pathfinder crafting is so big. I think one person in every group should probably take magical crafting somewhere eventually along the line. Opens up so many doors.
said it's like a feat, right? Because I know I got like alchemical crafting.
Yeah,
for it.
it's magical crafting. Owen can probably tell you right away. I think it's a it's not a class feat. I think it's a skill feat. A skill feat?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, skill feat level 2. Owen, what are you up to, man? You had a. Also, you're wearing a different attire, right? I mean, is that's now, right? You went and got yourself all groomed up and super bathed and nice clothes, and are you starting your look, your impression?
I don't think I'd be wearing the fancy clothes. I guess I technically am on my character sheet, but I don't think I'd be wearing them until we're like actually leaving into to leave Smokeside. Like if we're going fighting and stuff, I'm not gonna be wearing them, but I do have them now, I think. So I just stowed them. But not doing too much. I ate my dinner. I'm like ready to go investigate the person.
Well, this is more of a lunch, and it's extended into 1 o'clock or so. You guys got plenty of time. I mean, Hellside is just a 30-minute walk across the city. Not far away at all. Well, nothing else going on as you guys possibly collect your things. I'm not sure if you guys want to talk about it. I'm gonna go find our wanderer here.
I was gonna say, wait, where did she go?
Our
I
runaway
don't know. I
child.
kind of parked myself
All right,
out here.
Louise, you walk outside the steps of the Barrel and Bullet and the smoke of Smokeside. Your nice little clean air, closed doors of the saloon, but immediately when you walk out, the dust of the ground, the smoke that's constantly there, and the haze that's 15 feet up in the air, clinging to the tops of the buildings. What are you looking for out here? You see people going about their daily lives, mostly working or having the appearances of working. Every once in a while, you hear the thudding footsteps of some big clockwork contraption hauling. Most of them are like heavy haulers carrying barrels and things like that.
So I guess I'm kind of focusing my sights on anything unusual, be it people or buildings or even if a stray cat looks weird. You know what I mean? Like anything out of the ordinary.
Give me you can roll investigation. You trying to investigate some stuff? Trying to search? Just roll perception check. It's fine. It's
Yeah, I'm not looking
perception,
for anything particular.
society. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, +8. Okay, perception.
To investigate. To play D&D. You wander maybe a dozen blocks or so from the Barrel and Bullet, and you find yourself actually near some alleyways that you recall following a drunk beggar through some streets after he left the Hotfoot Hippodrome. And he led you to the old Widgets warehouse area. And anyways, you see a poster on the wall, and it's like an advertisement for some sort of party or festival. It says, Hellside's 47th annual Boom or Bust. And there's a little quick, slightly better than like a children's drawing on it. Looks like there's like a waterfall in the background, bunch of buildings along a cliffside, and there's a big screw back in a crane that you guys know is called the Screw.
Does it have any time or date information?
No.
If it was posted, there wouldn't be a who was invited, and then the what's already covered, the when, the where is not being answered.
And as you're
Any
lingering
other
there, not
information
more than 20 seconds, someone comes up and stands kind of like a couple feet away from you, kind of shoulder to shoulder almost. It's an older gentleman. His gray hair, beard, kind of maybe about a foot long or so. Looks like a younger version of Owen a little bit. Maybe a 45-year-old version of Owen, just has really grown his beard out a little bit. His face is covered in like soot all around his forehead and his eyes, and looks like he just walked out of like a factory or something. In fact, he's got these big, looks like welding gloves on him almost. And you headed out there tonight or what? It's gonna be quite the show.
Actually, I was hoping to check it out, but I'm new to the city and I have no idea where to go. I've been seeing ads for it all over the place. I don't know anything about it, but I do want to go.
Well, what the hell you want to know? Everyone in the city knows everything. That's just look at the damn picture. It's happening in Hillside. The Stack specifically. Everyone goes out on the precarious walkways and railings there over the river near the waterfall, and they launch off. They have a big contest.
It's that popular that everyone goes? Like everyone?
Well, not everyone. No, definitely not everyone, but it's... People are stacked on top of each other there. It's quite the event. Several thousand for sure.
Eloise shuffles and kind of giggles. She's like, oh, so I guess only weirdos stay behind at home on a night like this, huh? Sounds really fun.
If you live on this side of Smokeside, you're gonna get the best seats. That's why I got off work early today. I just left Steamhaven about an hour ago. Steamhaven is on the northern side of Smokeside. It is kind of like its name. It is factory, nothing but factory after factory, steelworks, coal factories, you name it.
Oh, cool. Maybe I'll see you there. What time are you planning on getting there?
When the sun starts to go down, that's probably the best. Just look for the smoke in the air to start to turn, hellish orange. That's when you know the sun's starting to get low.
Is there anything else I should know as a newcomer?
See the sun from Smokeside. You can see the glow of the sun, but nowhere from within Smokeside are you really able to see, look up and see blue sky and see the sun. They judge it by the haze coloration. So as the smoke starts to turn orange and looks like hellfire almost, is like the sky is burning. That's how they know the sun's starting to rise or drop.
Got it. All right. Is there anything else? As a newcomer, so as a first timer, is there anything?
Bring some coin. There's lots of betting going around, and the rat skewers there are fantastic. You won't want to miss those.
Well, it was lovely meeting you, and Eloise offers her hand and a fake name. I'm Lily.
I didn't fucking ask.
Well, good for fucking you. I'll see you there tonight.
I won't be looking for you. I'll be with my wife and kid. Look at that. She's over there looking at me right now, waiting for me. She's the real jealous type. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear at you, lady. So many ladies in this city throwing their names around left and right, trying to sweep up a proper working man.
Eloise just smiles and nods and gives a thumbs up and runs the fuck.
He waves a little finger at you, and then you're the dangerous type, the young and really pretty kind. I'm sure you'll break plenty of a man's heart in your day.
Eloise just kind of stands there, eyes wide, looking left to right, and smiling, obviously a fake smile, and moonwalks back into the bar.
You're welcome to like take the poster. Yeah, there's plenty of them or whatever. But
Oh yeah, I planned on doing that. Sorry, I actually wanted to do that before that dude showed up.
as you guys are separating at the saloon, sorry, I changed scenes to get some navigation there. Eloise comes back in maybe 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops. One shot buck. Dude, this cheese and crackers that they got out here on this table, man. It is. And then Foss keeps bringing you like different slices of like different cured meats, and you haven't seen really any living animals. There's been mention of a possible live bull at the Longhorn, but this dude's got like pork and sliced prosciutto and all this meat in here. I just see the only one at the table still, so giving you a reason to be there. Meanwhile, Gray, Lyndon, Owen, Robin, you guys are all preparing to leave?
Yes. I've readied up.
Yeah, Robin is basically like, she doesn't really want to go to Hellside by herself just in case, you know, her old apartment, there are problems, so.
Do you guys know about the party?
What party?
Eloise is just going to go up to this table where everyone seems to be kind of gathering and throw the flyer down on a table.
As soon as you see the title, Robin, your heart kind of like flutters and sinks at the same time. It's like, how is it that today of all days you're going back and you're like, is it coincidence? But the 47th annual Boom or Bust, you've been competing or present for every single one of them since you were 3 years old. Watching the explosions off the railways of the Hellside stacks and lighting up the waterfalls and all that. Everyone's trying to hit the top of the screw, hit the big piece of the top of the crane, basically, with a firework, and that no one's ever done it, but tonight she slams it down on the table. You've been on the run for 6 months, 4 months, or whatever, and looking over your shoulder for bullets and shield marshals, and you haven't even thought about it.
God, I can't believe I forgot about this. I mean, it takes a lot to make an impact at one of these events. I mean, I guess not really. Like some people. I mean, anyone can do it, but making an impact. I mean, you either do something cool or you fall off the side. I mean, that makes an impact too.
Are you okay?
Look, it's a lot, a lot of fireworks. Also, sorry if you hear this creature in the background squeaking a toy repeatedly.
Yeah.
Aww, my favorite doggy in the whole world. He was a pit bull, and he tore the squeaker out of everything, and he'd eat a bully tail in like 30 fucking seconds. But he had this squeaky ball that he was extra gentle with, and he would walk around the house just squeaking it. And squeaky noises make me happy ever since.
She destroys everything.
I thought that was great.
That is me, yeah. I am the dog.
I only pop in the Discord like every couple of minutes. I don't know why. I missed AJ's 4-seater fucking bike. The whole time Robin was talking, I'm just holding in this laugh. I got all hot from it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big event. A lot of people will be there. I mean, it's could be a good thing or a bad thing. It's easy to get lost in a crowd. Easy to blend in with people if we're looking for things.
Do we need to blend in with people, or do we need to operate where there's fewer people? Because tonight seems like the night to go either way, I think.
If you are wanting to participate, Robin, we do have, maybe he is still here, we have a specialist on things that explode.
A specialist? I mean, I think I know a thing or two. Who are you talking about?
The man we saved whose formula is sought after.
Gattlebug.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Pyronite McGee.
I forgot where did he end up going? Is he still here? Is he just
Yeah, he's here.
He's in the bathroom. He's been in the bathroom a while.
A week.
Phoebe's keeping him here, and I actually he's on the bar step, or the front there. He's on the front porch.
So we're keeping
No,
him.
but this is kind of like his safe house. Phoebe keeps him here. He's not allowed to leave the premises.
But he's allowed to go outside where people can spot him.
He was. Remember, he was teaching Buck about how dangerous those rounds were out front. That Phoebe
Yes.
left him outside for a week.
You've seen him on the front porch. You've seen him in the gun range. You've seen him in the little workshop back here. Oh shit! How have I not seen this room before? They're so tiny. You guys seen the bathhouse and the laundry room?
Yeah.
No, I don't go opening doors.
Same. I'm good. I don't
Yeah,
go
that's
snooping.
the way that I
Laundry-
went out.
This is nicer than my laundry room.
Didn't you just buy that laundry room?
Yeah,
Can
that's
buy
still.
rooms.
We haven't done anything fancy to it.
Look how big that master bath is. Someone have a bigger master bath than that?
Dude, our master bath is in shambles.
Yeah.
If you had all our closets on, our master bath is bigger. But
We have a pretty decent sized master bath. It could be organized better.
these are the I just locked it. These are the Dunn. These doors aren't locked. These are the Dunsmith rooms. That's Phoebe's room and their cousin's room. Sisters share a bed, a room, and the cousin gets the other one.
West Virginia.
Eloise tries to steal from them.
He's an only child. Don't listen to Matt.
So what's the plan? Are we headed out? Are we going?
I'm ready.
I'm like a dog at the door, like knowing that they're about to get walked.
Are you like in the pointer mode and the paws out front?
Yeah.
Robin's gonna call what's his face over and just show him the flyer and ask like, you know about this? You know, I don't know, any people that might want to keep an eye out for that might be troublesome that'll show up here, or tips on how to maybe I don't know pull off winning it.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about the that boom or bust or whatever they call it, but people are always real happy is what I hear. They're real excited about it. It's kind of from what I understand, it's kind of a way of a smoke sides really cutting loose for a night, you know? No one's worried about old debts or everyone brings their families out and enjoys the night type of thing. But this is Alkenstar, so I won't say don't be prepared, you know?
Yeah, but like, yeah, I mean, you're obviously an expert in explodey stuff. How have you never entered this competition? You ever tried to win it?
He looks at you like he starts to say something, then stops. Starts to say something again, then he stops. You know, it's kind of a different speciality, if you know what I mean. My research is, well, it's always leaned into the avenue of demolition and hurting buildings and busting into locks and fortified buildings. Stuff that can be used in warfare. Stuff that's meant to hurt people. I don't know why I found a thrill learning those things. Probably because it paid me a hell of a lot of money. And everyone's been relying on this black powder for so damn long. Tried to give them something better, something more stable. But I created a nightmare. So, I can make your fireworks sound really loud, and I can make it shine really bright. But you, Missy, you're responsible for making it safe.
Well, I mean, what could you do to maybe one of my firework displays or something? Like, I mean, I could definitely do my best to make it safe.
Well, everyone calls it, what do they call the end of the year display? A finale. Finale. Yeah. When you get to your finale, maybe you, whatever rocket or streamer you're gonna go launching up, you empty out the powder and you put in one of these instead. He holds up like what looks like a small little, it's a pyronite capsule. It's kind of not a whole lot different than what he put in a rifle round for Buck.
All right.
You make sure that firework gets way away from everybody. That nobody's within, well, 60 feet, maybe 100 feet. You get it away from people.
All right, I think I can manage
You'll
that.
be a couple 100 feet off the ground where we'll be. Over the waterfall and the river. Maybe just drop that son of a bitch down if you're trying to make a big boom. But if you're trying to hit the crane, I don't know if that's gonna do it. It's too heavy, it'll weigh it down.
I have a strange thought. Is there a way to package? We received bottled lightning. Is there a way to package that in your fireworks so that when it explodes, it can add to your light show?
I'm gonna have Owen and Robin give me a crafting roll. Oh, the dice. It's awesome.
Wow.
Which one's
Yeah.
Robin's?
3.
Not Owen or Robin. I am trained in it though.
Owen, at first you immediately dismissed the idea as childish. Like, why are you thinking about fireworks displays and some little competition like that? But once you dismiss, but then you're thinking about the application, like how could you do it type of thing. And you can't help but share your idea that like you feel like you could do it. You could rig something. You could show her how to do it to keep a firework safe and away from the alchemical and wet variety and not have it get the black powder, have them timed like a series, like a secondary fuse type of thing. And you can do it, but you're all silent in your mind about it. Like, stupid fucking idea. Why would they want to do that? And then you're like, wait a minute, I could do this. Could it be done? So what you do with your role and your knowledge is up to you.
I don't know if Owen would volunteer his ideas, but I will. I guess it depends how we're like proceeding with making the thing that we're gonna do for the competition, because you might like wait until the last second to contribute, but.
Like I said, I'm not. You have the knowledge, so what you do with it is up to you.
Knowledge is power.
Robin's gonna, take the prior night capsule. She's like, well, regardless, I know this thing will definitely make a big difference. So, thank you. I'll do my best to make sure I don't blow off any of my limbs or anyone else's.
So the moment, let me check your skills again. Yeah. So the moment he puts the capsule into your hand, I want you to roll me a will save. It should be on the main piece of your character sheet on the left. You get like your 3 saving throws. I'm not linking anything in the chat because it's kind of a more of a.
Oh, I see it.
Well, you are an expert in it. It's your best one. Oh god.
Yep.
The moment this capsule touches your hand, you feel like this flash, and you see in that flash, it's like a little screenshot of the Matrix, and it goes away. You see like a flash of like alchemical formula that is so far beyond what you could understand. You see an equation and numbers and diagrams, and then it all goes away just as fast as it appeared.
So I had like a "That's so Raven" moment.
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
And you felt like a little like you couldn't help but feel a little almost like fear in the moment. Like you didn't understand it. It was so overwhelming and vivid, and it came and went that fast.
Robin just like a little more cautiously puts it away, maybe kind of comprehending a little bit more now. Like, she's young, she's a little dumb, maybe comprehending just how dangerous it is.
Tuck it into a safe spot.
Yeah.
All right,
Wrap
and
it up, like a little jelly bean, or I don't know how big it is.
like a big
Jelly.
multivitamin
Yeah.
capsule
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Horse pill.
Calcium pill.
Yeah, big horse pill. Yeah.
So make sure it's not touching anything, potentially flammable.
You.
Got him.
Every spell you cast is like combustible, so.
That's fair.
All right. If nothing else is going down, it's gonna be around a table. Yes, we're heading out. We're no. Final montage moments.
Hellside is good a place to start as any.
I'm
Good
down, but
excuse to
I'm
be-
not gonna.
That's a good excuse to at least be out on the streets looking for that apartment location at the very least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we won't look suspicious if, everybody's kind of out on
Well-
the streets.
All right. Well, you're going to change scenes, y'all, as you guys go for what is approximately the 30-minute walk as described. It's really only about a half a mile, but the twisting streets that you guys have to take, the constant stopping for big automatons and their clockwork, there's all kinds of pauses that you guys have to take, but it's an easy enough walk. There's no shield marshals hunting you guys. You guys don't have warrants out for your arrest anymore, and you feel so much safer and kind of lighter on the streets. Most of you perhaps still look over your shoulders as you go, but you guys eventually make it to the. Wait a minute, that's. What did I do? Putting you guys all over the place. You guys eventually make it to the district known as Hellside Stacks. This part of Alkenstar is built into the west side of the Hellfallen Cliffs, directly across from the Screw, a giant crane capable of raising or lowering ships up and down the 500-foot-tall Alken Falls waterfall. Hellside started as a shanty town full of merchants looking to trade with ship captains stuck in the Screw's several-hour-long descent or ascent. There's a complicated network of stairs and walkways built into the cliffside that grant access to several cave-like shops, inns, apartments, and even a recently built carnival area. It doesn't take long for the atmosphere to kind of envelop you guys. Everyone is excited. Everyone seems to have this this outward friendly, excited atmosphere about talking up various figures about who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, what kind of displays, who's going to hit the crane. You follow in this family, and they have 6 kids behind them, all of them covered in soot, and there's a grandfather walking among them, and they seem completely overwhelmed. And the kids, there's like, the kids range from like 3 to 10. Like, they popped them out pretty quick, and there's this overwhelming excitement. There's blah blah blah. The folks are very friendly to outsiders. Otherwise, the community tends to be, when not very festival robin, people seem to be insular and suspicious of outsiders when there's not these big festivals and things like that going on. A lot of people live here. There's a lot of small private shops here, and when there's not a festival or carnival activity, outsiders aren't the most welcome unless they're there to spend coin per se. So I had to shrink things down. It's not 100% per scale anyway, but you guys can kind of see this side profile view. If you guys zoom all the way out, you guys can see it goes all the way down to the water. And even looking down, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. You can see a dozen big, large merchant trading ships down there waiting. And as you guys kind of arrive and look over the cliff sides from above, one of them right now is about 400 feet up in the air, attached to this big, huge, like, steel cable. Cogs on the crane are probably almost as big as a house, and you can hear the click, click, and almost like you can hear it constantly in this area. The clicking of the ginormous cogs of the screw as it continuously raises the ship up. You can't help but watch it for 10 minutes as it fully raises it up, and then you hear this big mechanical whirring sound as it shifts and drops it on a safe spot up above the waterfall. Robin, this is you recognize the sights, the sounds immediately. You kind of can show them roughly. The outside of the stacks have the walkways and ladders that are meant for vertical ascension. Once you get to the inside, it's mostly meant for like horizontal. So it's like go down until you get to your floor, go up till you get to your floor. But what's everyone doing, or goals, or wanting to as you guys take this all in?
What time of the day did you say it was?
2 in the afternoon.
Why is this map so fucking terrifying?
Did you put your dog on there? So
Why
bad.
is the dog so massive?
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
It's Morty.
I just realized
There
the
he
dog token is huge. Ooh.
I just dragged him and he was that big. I was trying to like edit it.
Because I had to shrink you guys down because like
Okay,
look what happens
that's
when you
why.
drag your figure a little bit. Like I'm controlling Owen. That's 15 feet.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, all right, I gotta put this scene somewhat in perspective in terms so they can get at least like an idea
Fucking piss
that
ants.
like going down a floor. This is like this waterfall is hundreds of feet high. You know, I don't even know if I got the scale or if it's all the way 500 down, but yeah, it is. It's like hundreds and yeah.
Fucking piss
Damn,
ant
should
party.
have brought noggin fogger.
Whee!
Yeah.
But Robin, you do immediately recognize increased amount of activity. Even though it's been many, many, many months, you have spent years here on the stacks, and there's more people here already. And you can see some of them are showing up with like sleeping bags tucked like under their arms, even like fold-up chairs and things like that. Little pavilion setups. You guys make it a little deeper in if you guys descend. I'm not sure if you guys are still up on the top there taking it all in. You see this whole little alleyway. Every 20-30 feet is a poster advertising the 47th annual Boom or Bust. Hold on one second, I get my kiddo out of here. I need like 2 minutes real quick. Be right back. Think about what you guys are doing, your approach, if any. Are we being stealthy? Are we going into mingle mode? Are we attacking the first possibly suspicious person we see with alchemy fire? Are we jumping off the edge to see if we can fly? Peter Pan style.
I did.
Think about it. I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
I'm gonna load my Pyronite round.
I am taking my headset off. I gotta sweep the legs of my child and get him out of my room.
Hell yeah.
All right, be right back.
I don't know when I got a torch into my hand.
Yeah, just uncheck it's lit.
Like, I have no. I must have just accidentally misclicked a few different things earlier.
Damn,
Yeah, I
you're the
thought-
fire starter.
I thought you were the sun, like the sunrise for a second. Like you are in real life.
Okay, so
Eh,
so weird. I didn't actually notice anything was going on with Robin, but then I glanced to the left and I was like, "What is that weird glow
The glow.
on my live stream camera?" Because I have like the stream on my laptop. And then by the time I turned to look at the main screen, she had clicked whatever it was off, and I'm like, "Why are these not in sync? What is going on?" Fucking she casts fuckery.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so that guy that we're supposed to be like checking up on.
Shoma?
Yeah, I'm like looking through my notes. I'm like, where the hell did I write anything about this guy?
yeah, what guy is he again? Sorry.
The forgerist.
The Ford. Okay, that's
Oh, so Shoma's not the forger.
what?
Yeah, he's not the forger.
No,
He,
the
he's the one that
forger-
hired the people.
Yeah, he's the one that
Oh.
hired the powder pump kegs. Eli is the forger.
Do we think we might see either of them here?
Elon
Well,
Musk.
The dude who hired the powder keg dudes has like an apartment down here somewhere,
Yes.
and my character like also lived down here, so like I had some place, but I don't know how close they are.
Yes. As for Eli, I don't know where his glass workshop is. But I know he goes to the lounge, which is like in the fancier part of the area.
Okay.
So maybe if you guys hold on, sorry. I've had this like dry cough. Like I got sick 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. I've just had this dry cough linger.
That's the worst.
It is. It's dreadful at night when you're like, you're laying in bed, you're like, oh, it's time for sleep, and all of a sudden your body's just like, are you though?
Yeah.
Let's cough for 2 hours every time you're about to fall asleep.
Yeah, Gray and I have sometimes, like, when we got really sick like that, had to sleep apart because I'm just over there, like, like coughing every 2 seconds.
Obi could literally sleep through like a natural disaster.
I wish I could.
Like,
God, I
he
wish it was
actually,
me.
he stirs more if I don't sleep with him. So if I were to go sleep on the couch, he would sleep worse than if I was like in the bed next to him coughing.
So it's like, I don't know, I get woken up pretty easily, but like when people are trying to be quiet, it's like
Alright,
I
sorry,
can
y'all.
sense it. But if you're really loud, I like won't usually wake up.
So what kind of check do we need to? I did echo that time. I heard it. What kind of check do we need to figure out where Eli's glass workshop is? Storefront, whatever it is.
For everybody except for one person, a Alkenstar lore, a perception check, or a. I think I like society even for this. But Robin also just knows instinctively. She sees the address and can tell you immediately. Those are fancy dice. I like that.
Well, of the gosh, because Eli is the one that did we get his actual address? We just
not
No,
Eli.
we did not get Eli's actual address.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
So we know that. So we have Shoma's address, physical address, which is who we're here to investigate. But there was a confusion about getting Eli and Shoma confused. We know that Eli he does a lot of his dealings in the upper side at the lounge, but we also know he has a glassworks. Do we know where his like shop/workshop is?
Gray, you have the highest roll there. You would have to think that big glasswork factories are probably in Steamhaven. Yeah, that's like the northern part of Smokeside. Just for kind of not far from Gattleby's. Barrel and Bullet, Gattleby's. You guys can see the districts, right? Yeah, Steamhaven. In general, Steamhaven, all your big blacksmiths, your gunworks, your factories, things like that are in Smokeside. Ustrati Heights are your vertically built apartment complexes per se. Stacks and stacks of people on top in building. Whereas the Ferris Quarter is kind of more of like a social and trade district. And that's like the whole southern part, both the whole piece around the lake. But back to Hillside. All right, as you guys make it deeper into the Hillside stacks, the air grows heavier, thicker, with not so much smoke from up above. This is more of like steam. And you hear this drumming sound. And Robin, you know that this constant machine-like sound that you guys hear and hum, it's a combination of the screw, but also the hydroforge inside the waterfall itself. Pipes line the cliff like these like walls of iron, veins leaking vapor into narrow streets that continuously spiral downward. The group, you guys have made it several floors down. Maybe I'll move you guys down here a floor. Oh. And Robin, you have to lead them over here to the eastern side where you can see where like the walkways continuously go down. And knowing the address from Shoma Lyserius, he lives pretty close to the bottom. Actually, he lives below the Abadar statues, which are these big statues built into the wall to the god of Abadar, who's like the god of coin and balance and things like that.
The gods of Fion.
You guys continue to descend further, another few floors. You keep following. You kind of get caught up in the crowd as there's this walkway, Robin, is normally a little less clogged with people traffic, but you can see that everyone is kind of descending down to like get the best viewing spot tonight. And people are setting up early, like I said, with tents and chairs and things like that, little pavilions. You guys get right around where you are, Robin, Owen. You guys get down around there. Oh god, just closed everything, almost everything.
So I do want to say that you guys noticed before you even start descending, Sarah basically takes off like the outer part of her robe, so she's kind of like in under camis and like robe pants, but her actual robe, she's like taken it off and turned it into like a makeshift like dog carrier that she has Zeta like bundled up in and like strapped to her back.
Like those mobile canine police sacks.
Kind of, yeah. Like Paris Hilton with her fucking chihuahua. Like, I'm getting my baby down here.
As you guys descend, is anyone doing anything I need to know about?
So would Robin? I mean, Robin would know approximately how far away the Shoma guy's place is from, like where she lived, right?
Yeah, it seems like you live in like the upper third. You're actually getting to start to see some familiar territory, like right where your house is. Shoma lives below the Abadar statues.
Damn, so I even lived higher up than him. Sheesh.
Yes, you did. And sure enough, as I said, you start to see some familiar buildings and walkways, Robin. You start to walk a little slower as, maybe everyone else catches up to you. And you recognize this crooked lamppost that's bent the same way it was 6 months ago. You see a new vendor has set up a stall. It's kind of like rebuilt from like old canvas, but you recognize this like big sheet of metal. It's like 3 feet wide by 6 feet wide of like this like copper alloy, and you used to use it as like a workbench type of deal, or for your own little firework creations and things like that. You smell sulfur, lots of like oil and like fried food cooking is like wafting up from below you guys and through the side alleyways. And you see it, a stretch of little familiar stacked apartments. They're really kind of like stacked really close together, like leaning on each other almost. You see some driftwood kind of like going across them. This was your street. This was like your hood, your old place. It still stands at the end of the walkway, all the way at the end. So like you come down this little walkway all the way at the end. Is a 2-story shack that's kind of wedged into the cliffside in a big piece of like metal support beam. The upper floor was your old space. It's all boarded over. You see the windows are sealed up with like wood planks and tar. The door itself, you see this like kind of like half rotted poster on it, and you're 30 feet from the door, and you kind of like freeze a little bit because you see a picture of yourself wanted in the fair. I think your face kind of looking back at you. But you know, you're not wanted anymore. The paper is rotted. It's actually you think it's your first wanted poster, not the updated one.
So Robin's obviously gonna go there and just kind of take that down. But does it look like, I mean, anyone else that actually lives there, or is it just like everything's boarded up?
You go a little bit around the building, and you can see you know there's a window nearby that you used to talk to your old landlord all the time, Griska. And sure enough, you get about 15 feet away, and it's kind of like in the alley, a lot of shadows casting on your building. You can see like flickering torchlight or lamplight inside. And you hear, motherfucker, just do this right. I must get it right.
Robin's just gonna.
And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go. You go. She's in there. You hear that familiar voice, very elderly, female tone coming within.
Robin's just gonna kind of walk up, approach the window, and just kind of knock on the, I don't know, the windowsill. Just call out to her.
No one's home.
If you're trying to pretend to not be home, I've told you this before. You have to not reply to anything, but also there's a light on. Just come over here.
Robin? Robin? Is that you, my dear? You hear the thump of a cane or something on the inside, and it goes past the window, and you hear fuddling of like one lock, a second lock, a wood latch thuds, another lock, then the door swings open, and sure enough, you see this maybe 3 foot tall, wrinkled, dark green goblin crone, very long pointed ears. One of them's all like burnt off, like partially at the tip. She's missing one eye, you remember. Lost it in an explosive alchemy accident, and you can see like where that eye is missing. She's got a patch on it. There's like scarring and like burn marks, and a part of her hair is even missing up on top of her head that's like never grown back. Didn't think you'd have the guts to come back down here and still breathing nicely. Oh, dear, I've missed you, I must say.
I hope they didn't give you too much trouble about me on the wanted poster. I don't suppose you still. I mean, is anyone in the upstairs? Is my stuff still there?
Whacks her cane upwards, like towards your floor. The marshals came knocking, they did. They wanted me to tell you everything. I'm telling you everything now. They wanted me to tell them everything, and I didn't. Why? Because I didn't know really much. You just disappeared. You were talking about some big performance down the street there, and next thing you know, poof, just like an end of a firework. You were gone.
Yeah, well, they were trying to frame me something for something I didn't do. Either way, my name's cleared. They shouldn't come sniffing around anymore. But anyway, what do I owe you to be able to go back upstairs and just, you know, have access to my stuff, or just a place to, you know, since I'm back in the city again?
She points her cane in your direction. The marshals aren't coming knocking again, are they? Are they chasing bigger fish now?
absolutely, they have bigger fish to fry. My warrant's clear. It's taken care of. It wasn't even a big deal. It was a mistake. Just a clerical issue.
She kind of like looks past you a little bit, tries to see. Did anyone go with Robin? Did anyone? There's a lot to see and take in at this place, so it's very easy to get distracted with the sights and the smells of. I'm going to describe a food cart that can be brought up and down these stairs, not a food truck, and it looks like these food carts are all equipped with like alchemical hot pots for like quickly cooking things right there on the fly. But anyways, I'm not sure if anyone actually went with Robin as she kind of slowed and went down this street that wasn't. She stopped going downward, recognized some stuff. It kind of drifted a couple 100 feet away from the party.
I feel like Sarah 100% would like stay on her because she does not know this area. And Sarah is very inclined to use data that she has. And at the top, Robin admitted to having an apartment in the area and growing up in the area and knowing the area. So right now, Robin is a source of data to Sarah.
Robin knows more about what's going on down here than other people.
Yeah, I've just been following.
Well, Griska looks past you, Robin, and tries if anyone's there. Friends, now? You always had a problem making them. Look who you ended up staying with, for sakes. Come in now. You and your friends. There's possibly room for everybody.
Sarah will look behind her as the old lady looks at her.
Imagine a little figure like Yoda, almost like walking in real slow, and she's whacking her cane on everything as she like talks about it. And she walks in this small table that's meant for small people, and there is like 4 or 5 chairs at it, but you're gonna sit in like a little toddler's chair type of thing. And she like whacks the chairs and the table. Sit down. Make yourselves comfortable. Food. I'll put some food and tea on the table if you want it. Robin, it seems almost exactly like what you left it. Tables cluttered with scorched tubes, bundles of fuse rope, half-finished rockets stacked on old barrels. Everything about it is like a little ghostly image of your old life. This is like 6 months ago, but it's like you've been doing new, bigger things than doing this, so it's been a shift. She's a goblin, and she does cook a lot of her own food. It's never smelt like super good, like it smells like cooked food, but like a lot of times the meat is overly scorched, it's overly fried, the oil's bad, very edible stuff, but not very good. But Robin, that is the only thing that seems different as you walk in. It smells horrible in here, like burnt onions, and there's like this dampness to it. And as you're in here, you can see actually a tiny bit of like smoke coming up through some floorboards. Her eyes are squinty, and she goes over to the stove and proceeds as normal.
And does anyone else notice smoke coming out of the floorboards, or just me?
You're the only one. You've stepped inside, and if she's invited everyone, you guys are all welcome to come inside. You've stepped inside this building many times. There's no awkwardness to it. Besides, you are probably 5 foot something tall. You have to step down a little bit and kind of crouch, or you normally just sit down somewhere on the floor is like your go-to thing.
Okay, so
Sarah.
Robin's gonna encourage people, I guess, to come inside. Griska's old. She's lived here a million years. She knows a lot of stuff.
Sarah will follow, and then based on that question, be like, "It is called Smoke Side. Do not all floors smoke?"
Smoked sausage.
Two things is there are many steam pipes and things like that run undergrounds throughout the city in various districts. That could be what's happening, but Robin, it's more that Griska seems oblivious to it. Like, she doesn't seem to smell it or even see it.
Griska, do you know there's steam coming up through the floor? Is that? I've been there a while.
Oh, not too long, I suppose. It kind of started with the scratching, but I just tried to ignore it.
The scratch.
She like squints her one good eye at the table and who's there. Yeah, the scratching. It smells like rotten and cooked onions at the same time, coming up through the boards there. I swear someone's cooking down there. Robin, you know that she's got like this like floorboard cellar that leads kind of like a few steps down into the cliffside. You've never been down there. She's always told you just where she stores her goods. And there's a table on top of like this floor hatch, and in your youth, like you I don't know, it doesn't look like there's so much dust on the this hasn't moved or shifted. Like, she probably hasn't even been down there in a while.
Well, I know I haven't been down there, but how long has it been since you've been down there, or since the scratching noises started?
Oh, the scratching's been going on for, well, maybe 2 or 3 weeks now, maybe more. Kind of started when the cooking started down there. And listen, Robin, about your question, as much as I could need it, I won't ask you for any monies owed. Part of our agreement is while you lived here, you would owe for the place. I never said you couldn't stay. The shared marshals did. So you don't owe me any gold.
Yeah, all my stuff was here, so Robin at least still feels like obligated to pay her something for it, regardless of whether or not she would protest.
I don't suppose you can make the scratching go away, can you? It keeps me up through the night.
But not the smell of spoiled onion.
Well, she keeps a lot of alchemical ingredients. I've never been down there. There's a lot of stuff down there, but I mean, I don't see why I couldn't take a look.
Well, while you guys, about 4 or 5 of you can squeeze into this lower floor of the home. Owen, you're possibly more mission focused. I'm just looking at the map. You're like furthest away. Maybe everyone squeezes in there, and then Owen, you're like looking in through the window, and you're like not really sure. Like, there's no room to really walk in. You're over here and everything that's going on. What's everyone doing?
I'm going with Robin.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Robin as well if my size makes any difference in the lift.
No, the map ain't very super relative. I was just.
Yeah, I'd probably like poke my head in and see what people are up to, and then see that it's like crowded in there, and then kind of come just sit outside and wait.
Me and Owen are gonna sit and chew the fat.
Grumble about how his knees hurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grumble at him about how I know what it feels like to have arthritis now. In just one appendage.
You have arthritis if the appendage was detached.
I don't know, but it hurts, and I assume that's, what you feel every day being old.
Could always cut it off.
Facts.
Oh, Kriska does give you guys all some tea. But are we seeking to investigate? Are we moving?
Yeah, I mean, is there anything that we can tell, like, by rolling perception or anything to see?
Give me a nature check or a crafting check. Both I'll take.
Sarah would definitely help investigate. Nature or crafting? They're so different of choices.
I know, because it's two different types
God,
of
I have rolled
knowledge.
like hot garbage tonight. Holy patoli.
Robin, it kind of sounds like something's moving down there on more than two legs, and is possibly scratching at walls inside there, or digging, even.
It's actually just me over in the back. I'm like on the ground, just like scratching my ear with my hind leg.
Well, I think I hear something crawling around down there. But you said it's like a door or a lift, because Robin's just gonna. She's just gonna.
Yeah, underneath the table, basically the table is like shifts a little bit. You can move the table a couple feet, and underneath the table is like a floor hatch. And she doesn't even seem to have it locked. And it faces towards the cliff, like it. There's. You guys opening it? You guys going in? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Robin's gonna open it if no one else is.
All right, Robin, you move the table. It's not very heavy. It's like I said, it's a small little goblin table, and there's a hatch. You're easily able to pull it open, and it's swollen with like mildew and moisture. So it's like a little bit of you crank on it a little bit, and finally, as you yank it open, this horrific, like mildewed vegetables and potato like root smell, but then a significant amount of smoke does come billowing up and almost fills the whole it does fill the whole kind of room with smoke for several moments. The doors open, the windows open, and it does flow out and dissipate and gets less and less and less, but you can, sure enough, as soon as you open that up, you hear something pretty large actually skitter. And you hear like a sniffing sound, like a squeaking sniffing sound. And there's a stairway that descends toward the cliffside into darkness.
Alright, well.
This is and here, Robin, I'm gonna put you on here. You're on a staircase that kind of like descends down. Oh, and actually, yeah, okay. with a little bit of light coming up from above, you can see an old cellar, some barrels stacked on top of each other. Several of them have been like pulled down off of a shelf and look like they're shattered on the floor. And you can see on the eastern wall, there's like coming up through the floor is this like hole in the ground about 2 to 3 feet in diameter. And then a shape in front of you looking down skitters past in the darkness. It's 2 to 3 feet off the ground and about 4 or 5 feet long. And as it skittered past in front of you, its like eyes seem to glow like charcoal embers, and it hissed and shrieked at you at the same time. And for a moment, you see this ginormous rat that seems to be almost on fire.
Whoa.
What the
About
hell?
the size of a dog. It skitters past the light from the door in the cellar that you just opened and into darkness.
Oh shit, a rat!
Well, I'm gonna say there is a massive rat down here, but I have a torch on me, so I might go ahead and light that. The one I was complaining about, wondering why I had earlier.
As you light up the torch, you just snap your fingers next to the torch and burst it to fire, Pointed out in front of you, you can see several of these creatures skittering about in the darkness. Is anyone else going down with her? Sarah, you said probably?
Sarah, 100%.
Yeah, I want to go.
She's following the data.
Yeah, my rifle is great for close quarters.
I'm
rifle's
gonna
great
go
for
to
anything.
close the book.
All right, some of you might be stacked on top of each other, but I'm going to put everyone on the scene. I think I might have everybody. All right, I'm going to pause because as more and more figures come down, Robin, you take another few more steps down to the landing of a stair, strike up the torch, and you see 1, 2, 3 of these things skitter, and then kind of like they raise up on their 2 legs and their haunches, and you can hear like this like rat like chattering, and you almost feel like they're communicating somehow. And then you see like their bellies glow with like this like ember like fire, and they all like start hissing and like moving in your group's direction. Everybody, do the thing. We're gonna be rolling for initiative.
Roll for rat.
Spicy rat.
First thing, music must change. Combat.
Freebird.
God, I gotta change my dice again. I think 5's my highest number tonight.
I'm not on the scene.
I didn't get Gray on here.
It's fucked up.
I'm sorry.
He was stacking us, so. Alright, I gotta change my dice, because apparently my character does not like these. And like any good tabletop player, blame the dice.
All right, I will give 10 seconds for this answer. Does anybody recognize this cellar?
I already DM'd you.
Oh, did you?
The one
It's the
from
fishery basement. Yeah.
Yes, it
yeah, the
is.
fishery.
I think we broke the barrels originally in our.
Don't we
Yeah.
us? I didn't do shit. I just played my violin.
Whatever.
Dude, it was such a pain. I'm like, I just want a basement. Just want a fucking cellar. Like, I need a map for a cellar. And I'm like, wait. I have so many map packs that I could not find just a small cellar. It was like, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I think I used walls, right? I'd made my own wall. We'll see if I did it right.
accessible.
All right, one shot, Buck. You are up first. I think we got all the rats, all the pull. Wait, Gray's not in here.
Yeah, the big rat.
You're in here. Wait, I did put you in here,
We did.
bro.
Bro. Hello. I gotta roll again.
You suck, Augie.
Do I have enough height that I can see the rat from where I'm standing currently?
No, he's too small.
What?
No, I don't know.
You heard him.
You could
This
mistake me for a rat.
guy. Yes, you can see some of his body. He just has some cover from barrels and crates.
Okay.
You have real move and stuff though still.
I'll move up. Kind of peek behind this, I guess that's a pillar.
This is where we enslaved a brownie to work for us.
You notice around each one, even when you come around to get some clear target on this thing, there's these internal embers that are creating this like never-ending fumes and smoke around this rat.
Cinder rat is concealed. This can't move that far.
No, it's not. It's not. He's always concealed. It's because he's got.
Oh, he's got like some kind. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed. Yeah, okay. I'll use my hero point. Fuck it.
He's not
Oh, yeah.
used to missing. Sorry, guys.
Facts.
What the hell?
Found that time. So concealed gives him basically a. Geez, maxed out the dice almost. A 5% chance. No, better than that. 1 in 5. 20% chance that you miss. But you take a moment, find this big shape in the haze and the smoke that's coming off of this rat, and blast it through. And you find your target.
That's what's up. That's the end of my turn.
Damn, you mean the rat doesn't just immediately explode?
No, I forgot to stealth, so I didn't get my bigly things.
Wait, banana for scale,
Buck?
how big were these rats again?
Like large dog size.
Oh.
So like Fallout rats.
Did you say banana
Woodland
for
rat.
scale?
Yeah, like
Banana for scale.
I'm gonna
yeah.
use that in my engineering office on Monday.
You should.
absolutely. Banana for scale is a legitimate term of measurement.
Buck, as this thing moves close to you and hisses and screeches and then like begins to like lunge it for a bite, the smoke coming off of this is like a combination of like rotting onions, horrific smoke, and like burnt flesh all at the same time. And these fetid, terrible fumes that you're caught in, you know that when your turn comes around, if you don't, when you start your turn, I'll just link it. Boop. A creature that enters their aura or begins its turn there has to make a fortitude save or you become sickened. And then everything in that aura is concealed by the smoke. And Buck, this thing makes this bite attack on you. And these giant teeth come and clamp down on you, and you can feel this burning pain. And you look down, and as this rat pulls its teeth out of your leg, you can see like you just lit some charcoal, like charcoals that have been on fire for a while, like start to like spread into your skin and burn. So you take 6 points of damage, and then you're gonna. It's like persistent fire damage, so you'll take continuous fire damage as from that wound. And then for his last action, he tries to lunge and bite you again. He actually has smoke vision and shouldn't be rolling concealment. But Owen, you're up next.
I was probably like a little bit behind the group, so I'll probably end my movement like at the back of the pack and drink my my bestial mutagen.
No, fair enough. There's only so much room in the house. People started going downstairs, and then you suddenly heard like a big puff of smoke came up, blowing out the window, and you heard Robin's voice like, "Oh shit, those rats are big," or whatever, you know.
You guys getting into trouble down here?
Ratting around.
Run down.
The rats were already on fire when I got here.
Not the sentence.
Robin, you are up next, and I'll give you a free Arcana or Nature check, Robin.
Okay, let me see. We're gonna go with nature since I don't know anything about Arcana.
Nice. These rats seem to be born and made of fire.
Oh, lovely.
So as you instinctively start to like snap your fingers and go into things that are very familiar to you, you immediately question yourself if they're even going to work.
Let me see. I was considering that. I'm just looking through my spells because I got mainly fire spells.
I know.
I committed to the bit.
I'm gonna slip some little irony in here. Robin's backstory is going to involve some fiery creatures that she can't defeat by herself. You can get up in their shit and shockwave them. Grease is still good. Grease can be possibly good. Let's dehydrate too. Oh, persistent fire damage.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yep. Blazing bolt, scorching blast. It's alright. We're low level. Your repertoire will grow. And maybe this will be like a learning experience for Robin. Be like, yo, those fucking rats were hard, and I couldn't do shit to them.
Yeah. Are these barrels like in front of me, like in the way or something at the climb?
No. That's fine. No, you can shoot over them.
What if Robin's just like unsure what the hell to do, so damn, it's not letting me move forward.
Probably because you can't go down the stairs forward. You have to go like left.
Yeah, it's down the stairs. Let's see. So because Robin's just like, God, I don't even, know what to do. Everything I have is fire. She's gonna remember she had that crusty lizard scouring sand wand.
Oh shit. You haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lizard, like a dehydrated lizard.
It's just been like, I want y'all to know it's just been hanging, like the tail is like curled and it's just been like kind of hanging on her belt, by the way. Like just like, so she unholsters like her crusty lizard.
Oh, all right. We need to quote that.
And let's see. I haven't used it before, so I'm trying to make sure I use it right. It says no uses remain. I just clicked on it.
Get fucked. What do you mean no uses remain?
I think when I was trying to use it, it just said it was used for the day.
I got you.
But yeah, I'm gonna use it on that little rat that's to the right of me.
Hold on. 10 o'clock.
Will you communicate me?
I'm DMing right now.
You're DMing. Will you
You hear that? You hear that?
extend our children's bedtime?
I don't care about
at 9 o'clock and be like, bedtime. That's good.
Let me read this Scouring Sand real quick, because we're gonna go for rule of cool. I think the duration of the spell. Any plant-based creature. On this rat right here in front of you.
Yeah.
No one has ever cast Scouring Sand in any of our groups because it seems to be super niche. But regardless, I like it, and we are still going to do this. And roll a reflex saving throw for him.
Shit, there's pocket sand in their eyeballs.
She didn't know what else to do. She panicked for a moment.
Can't throw fire at the fucking fire rat.
Yeah, so pocket sand.
Pocket sand. I just run net. All right. I just rolled a natural 20 on a saving throw.
So it did nothing.
Yeah, you do. So you're like, the lizard unhinges its mouth, and this blast of like hot scouring sand comes right out of its mouth, and the lizard or the rat kind of just like takes it and like huddles up, puts his little claws up, and like the hot sand just kind of goes over his body, and like halfway through it he like shuffles up out of it and like realizes it's not so bad. All right, so I was really thinking, if I'm like, okay, if he does anything but crit success, I'm gonna let her like roll some damage, and I'm gonna like give him enfeeble, or I'm gonna slow him for a round so he loses an action.
Okay, but crit basically it doing nothing is equally hilarious, so it's okay.
Gray, you are up, good sir. Sorry, Robin.
Let's see where everybody is. God, it's so dark in here. Alright, let's see.
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is like people throw sand on fire to put it out, and I was like, all right, if he rolls,
Yeah.
it doesn't say it on the wand, but if he does anything, even if he fails, I'm gonna let her roll some like 2d6 damage, and I'm gonna make him slowed for a round.
Okay.
But nat 20. Sorry, Gray. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Lingering composition. And there. And cast my courageous, non-rat fearing anthem here. Because we don't fear rats. Let's see. What else?
Funny enough, the place is known for their rat skewers. This little festival.
Maybe we can like bring our own rats to get like a discount.
Already cooked and they're burning.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I mean, just pass the cost of the skewer on to me at that point.
And they're not just rats. These are high quality, rare.
They actually have
Smoky
the
rats?
elemental trait, so these are elemental rats.
There you go, cinder rats, rare, high value.
All right, so anthem for 1. What was your performance roll there, Gray?
Oh, I did my courageous anthem and my lingering composition.
I know, but for your lingering composition, you got to roll a performance to see how good it is.
That's right. You're right.
Otherwise, it doesn't linger for long.
Don't
Bruh,
I
just
always
like that.
do that? I always break it.
Just like that.
There we go.
So that is a failure. You're looking for 15 to succeed.
Well.
A composition lasts 1 round. but you don't spend the focus point for casting the spell. So you get your focus point back, but everyone is buffed for 1 round only.
All right, guys, make it count. They're just
You do-
rats.
2 more actions left.
No, that would be 1. Because I mean,
move?
unless I get the action back from lingering composition.
Lingering action, it's free. That's,
That's
and
free.
there's no, see the empty arrow in it?
Yes, I do. Okay, then hold on.
So you can still cast a whole spell. Or move in guidance. Or move.
Sorry, I was trying to think of something creative to say at this rat, but I'm just gonna cast cutting insult at it and say that it's a rat. And it's not all that.
What is your cutting insult to the rat?
That's what I just said. He's a rat and he ain't all that.
I missed. Okay, I sorry. It's like you linked. Oh man, almost critical failure there. So roll your damage, sir. He failed. He takes full mental damage and full persistent bleed damage and becomes frightened too.
All because I said some dumb crap like that.
Hurt his
I'm
confidence.
crap like that because he ain't rat,
Oh,
and I ain't down with that.
I'm a poet and I know it.
and that's it. That's my turn.
So if I would have rolled 1 lower on the dice, the damage would have been double. Just by the way, 8d6 damage.
8d6 damage, ram.
Yeah, it would have been 32 points of damage for a cutting insult. Yeah. All right.
For an insult, yeah.
You hear some skittering sounds across the hall. Uses its first action to skitter. 10, 20, 30. Gets right up next to you, Robin, and these gnashing teeth come out at you. Oh my god, it's critical. Don't kill Robin. You take 22 points of damage as this rat just latches onto your midsection there. You feel like ember, like its teeth ignite almost and tear a big chunk out of your side, and it eats a big piece of your abdomen right there in front of you, and you see as it eats smoke billows out of its body.
It's fucking sick. You said 22 points of damage?
Yeah.
I can't see everybody's hit points on this one like I can on Kingmaker, so...
You can or can't?
No, on the initiative on Kingmaker, I can see the party's hit points on the encounter tracker, but I can't see it on this one.
All right, Sarah, you're up.
Great! And these are stairs, so I have to follow this path? Is that a thing?
You can jump off, but you can jump off if you want. It's just blocked movement. There's walls written here. And let me see. Yeah, there's a wall right here.
So I can't go this way.
Here. You can go this way. I just moved it. You can go off to the right. Because I don't know, you go this way, you're gonna be behind barrels. There's this wood here. So I made it so you can jump off to the right now.
10, 15, 20, 25.
That makes sense. You can climb up over the railing and jump up.
Am I able to see this rat?
Yeah, he's right in the camera. You can see him, right?
I mean, yes, I can see it, but yeah. So Sarah will spend her first action moving, and then the second action she will oh shit, I didn't do very good with my spells this time. She will target 2 of these rats, and she will do 4 or sure. She will do slashing gust.
Your rolls are getting better and better.
Are they?
No. So, your slashing gust was on. Oh, you were doing hero point?
No, I have to roll twice, but so it's 2 creatures. So I make 2 attacks, and I don't go down the attack penalty until after this. So the 2 attacks are both at like full attack penalty.
All right. So I'm going to say, because you technically failed the flat check on the, because they're concealed. They got this smoke billowing out of them, and they have the concealed trait, which basically means that
Oh, okay.
you roll a 20. That's why there's 2 20s getting rolled, because there's a
I didn't see that.
1 through 5 you fail. You like don't see. No, it's fine. I like the splitting the effects there, so I'm gonna roll with it, because you technically hit the guy, but the flat check, I'm gonna mean, even though you hit the second guy, I'm gonna say it doesn't, because you failed the flat check DC. So this guy right here, point blank, you see him, but when you try to like focus your magic to split it off and target the other rat that is also further away and more concealed, it ends up going way high and towards the roof, and you're worried about hitting one-shot Buck or Robin. And you kind of play it safe and just aim it high and don't end up hitting your second target.
So how does that work? I failed the flat check. But
So, just bring it to, I'll use a bow and arrow. You're right there. You're going to try to shoot this guy with a crossbow.
yes.
He's concealed in smoke. The flat check is, there's no bonuses to the dice. It's a flat 1d20 roll. Anything one, so if you, the DC on that is 5.
Okay,
So if you roll over a 5, you see the rat and you hit it fully. If you roll under a 5, you technically don't hit the rat at all. So I'm just doing rule of cool, because you actually hit with both of your attacks, and it's like a 2-pronged attack spell. I'm having you hit one of the rats instead of both. Even though I feel possibly you'd have to like do 2. Cause I don't know, Joey, help me interpret this, dude. There's 2 attack rolls. I feel like there would be 2 concealed rolls. Foundry doesn't help us do that so good.
It has it there. It just wrapped it up into 1 right there.
Yeah, just 1. Yeah, which would mean you hit the first, you missed the first rat. So does that mean you missed the second one too?
It says that. It says they're both concealed. Like if you look, it shows 2 different.
No, they are
rats.
both concealed. No, I know, but just roll damage on the first rat here.
Yeah, I think you would roll 2 different flat checks, like 1 for each of the attacks. And if you were doing it at a table, most of the time you just wouldn't even roll the attack roll if your flat check failed, but it's just the way the macro works.
Yeah, you
to
would
do it, that it rolls about
right
the same
now, if
thing,
we're at a
so-
table, you would just roll 2 20s to see if either of your attack rolls would hit either rat. If you want to roll a 1d20 in chat, make us feel better. Boom. All right, you hit the other. You hit your rat. I'm gonna do it to this guy. Right.
Got it. Nailed it. So cool.
Nailed the rat to the wall.
I don't hear any music. I need some fucking music. What's going on here?
I think it's the beginner box music from the scene that was playing.
Oh, is there music playing?
I hear very faint, like little.
Yeah, it's like that piano, like occasional. Yeah, that one.
Footstep. Yeah. I don't want that. I want some pumper. I need pumper music here.
Bumper music.
Yeah, my we're not parsing right now. Not all the musics. What's wrong with you?
I want
Our rolls
Syndragos'
are
music.
bad.
You fools!
All right, the song's called Battle Forge. All right, Sarah. Sorry for the complication there. I always lean in the party's favor, the group players' favor. Eloise, you're up.
Eloise owned it. Eloise going to, that is 15 feet.
Oh, we're doing banana for scale pictures, huh?
Yeah.
My.
I can't move Eloise down.
Don't try to break the rules.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're trying to cheat, dude.
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I am on the map. Okay, so that
Yeah,
was
cheating, I
one.
swear.
Was
You
moving.
get down to the bottom of the stairs, Eloise, and you see Robin leaning against the wall, staring at her abdomen, a huge chunk of it missing, blood pouring down her waist, down her leg. The rat leaning up, seems to be swallowing and chewing on some meat, and Robin does not look good.
Eloise is going to put her left hand on Robin's right shoulder and raise her right hand and use Robin's left shoulder to steady her aim.
Parser move.
Or a bitch.
Double 20s?
That's fair.
I mean, yeah,
Double fucking 20s right there.
because of the support. You're good support.
It's because of the
literally.
shoulder. It's the shoulder. Like, literally, it was the shoulder.
Your quickness, Eloise, you tumble down the staircase. You're not even sure what it is that's inspiring you to move so fast. The call for aid, you hear allies' voices in danger. Possibly it's the smoke. It is the smoke. You have a little flashback to your family history of your huge manor, you rushing into a bedroom to save somebody. You're not sure. The room was full of smoke and they were crying for help. And you hear something that sounded like help from Robin, and you go tumbling downstairs. You was that critical damage?
No, I want regular damage, actually. Hold on.
Why? It showed double 20s on your dice. Just roll. What?
I saw 120. I saw 120. And 114 on my dice.
Oh, all right. Never mind. All right. Same thing. Everything I said is still true. Takes 15 points of damage. Was that your whole turn? Two actions to move?
Actually,
and then pow?
no, I have one more. Because I have one more pow. Because I had one action to move, because that was still within my... No, it wasn't. I was 35 feet. So no, that was 2 actions to move and 1 to pow. So I'm
All right, phew. Sorry, I thought you doubled 20 there, and I was building up to do some cool stuff. This rat is almost completely dead, and like there's magical scorch marks along its body, bullet wounds piercing it, and it like looks for an escape route. And Sarah, it goes right in your direction, but you see like this is all like collapsed now. You can see like this wall is all brought down in ruin, and you remember you were right behind Robin, and you were also looking. There's a hole right here where you are, right by this eastern wall. It starts moving some stones for its second action, and its last action, it starts to burrow down. It gets about 10 feet down, and you look down, you can still see its ass kind of like going down into the stone below you. Buck, you are up. As you start your turn here, sir, I need a fortitude save as the fetid smoke around this rat starts to choke your sinuses, your lungs, and you can't help but get into this coughing fit. That fortitude save. Those dice are awesome. Where'd the fucking Kitsune dice come from?
Oh, no, I found it somewhere.
Oh, critical success. All right. You're good. Fuck the smoke.
Okay. Well, first action, I will covered reload. I'll kind of dip behind this, tuck myself against this pillar as best I can and reload. And I will peek back around the corner and shoot this guy at like my 5 o'clock here.
Bruh. You lock in as the smoke from these rat creatures, these two rat creatures, burn and sting at your lungs, your eyes, and you like clear the mechanism. You're a rifleman in smoke side.
What?
Shooting through the smoke. Oh my god. Shooting through the
Ow.
smoke.
Why?
How?
Okay.
I'm just imagining, sorry, like a campy movie. That thing just explodes like so fiery.
Critting with a rifle is critting with firearms is exceptionally lethal. Yeah, so 2 die 12 piercing, 1 more from kickback, 2 from sniper dedication, 1 from courageous anthem, 1 die 4 from slinger's precision, and then you crit, so fatal, so more d12s.
That's what's up.
As I was saying, you have fired 1,000 rounds in smoke side. The smoke stinging at your eyes, it is nothing. This rat is no more than 10 feet away from you. It's moving fast. These close shots with a big rifle are sometimes the hardest. You look right down to the south of you. You see Robin. This thing just mauled her. You take aim and just plow. Your round goes right through the cranium, frontal skull of the rat. You see it ignite and like superheat along its spine, and like ribs blow out, and this thing just turns to red mist in front of you. You have actually more actions left.
Yeah, I just have 1 action. I'm just gonna covered reload again.
Well, you take 1 point of damage as the fiery wound on your leg still continues to burn, but roll me a recovery check right there in chat. Got it. You're on fire tonight, dude. Not fully understanding what's going on. This rat is still in like a primal need to eat, run out of meat. It's kind of a scenario down here, and it launches 2 attacks at you, trying to bite at you. First one latches on again. You try to like get your barrel of the butt of your rifle down to like push it away, but it still gets onto a piece of your other leg this time and gnashes and tears at you. You take 8 more points of damage. Second attack misses. Then it like chomps and gulps, like eats like what it got from you, and then its last action it like scurries away and goes for this hole in the ground. Owen, you're up.
First action, I'll move up and hop down here if I can. It's like 10 feet plus hopping off here, if that works for an action. Second action, I will move to there third action, I'm gonna take a bite out of this rat.
Like, out of crime.
Oh my. So, like I described, this rat actually scurried down just a few feet down into the tunnel, leaving its ass and stuff just near like the surface. Oh, and you reach down with your clawed fingers and grab this thing and pull it up and just rip into its or its hind haunches. Doesn't have to be, we have to be specific, but
No,
you know what I mean?
I did fail the concealed check, so I'm okay to miss the attack if I miss it.
Aw, dude, you crit. You're locked in.
Okay.
I'll take the minimal damage.
Not quite the same damage as
Still enough. This thing had 2 hit points remaining. You reach in down in the tunnel, grab this thing by the leg, rip it up, and just like upper flank, thigh. Don't even hesitate, and the whole leg actually tears off and separates. And you throw the leg down on the slab here next to you. I mean, this is like a haunch. And the rat kind of like descends down into darkness tunnel and slips and slides, disappears. Robin.
You said that they went down in the tunnel or disappeared, right?
They came up out of the tunnel. One of them, they seem to be retreating. 2 of them are dead. One of them got away and is in pretty good health, full health actually. And took 2 bites at Buck, realized it's not gonna get this isn't a weak prey after it bit into him, and then it fled.
Okay, well.
Which I don't think you took that damage, but I got you.
Huh?
So Robin obviously is hurting pretty bad. I think I'm gonna pull out a healing potion. Oh wait, did I have to roll to see if it heals?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, tiny healing potion. Tiny healing potion.
Yeah, I think it was a minor one from first time I crafted them. So she's gonna do that, and then regardless of being hurt, she's still gonna move up to try to like get a look at it. But I don't think I have enough actions by like taking out a potion, drinking it, and moving up to really do anything but lock eyes with it, I guess.
As you pass this one right here, give me another nature check, and then it'll bring us to Gray's turn. Great. Your dice, Robin, are not being very kind.
Curse.
Okay, so I moved up my first torn. I'm gonna go ahead and target Robin here and throw out a hymn of healing. Good drag.
Yep, drag the buff onto her.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all 3 of my actions.
Whoop, Sarah.
Sorry. Can I see this guy? Can I actually see him?
The dead one in the hole?
No, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, if your fig can see him, you can see him.
I know. I guess I gotta roll to see if he's concealed or not.
No, he's always concealed. As long as he's alive, his body perpetually creates this smoke and stuff around him, so...
Right. I don't know why that hit so hard. learned before. But we're gonna try again. We're gonna attack it because it's first level. No, it's a cantrip. First level? I don't know.
Attack the body.
I missed. I failed. So that was first. What? So cast.
And then Eloise, you're on deck.
So that was first. I can't do it again because that's 2. Sarah will use her.
Slashing Gust works. It's 1 or 2 targets.
I know, but there's only 1 target. And I missed, but it's 2 actions. Technically, no, I guess not, because with Gust I have both hands open. I guess that's technically her turn. She will. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Eloise.
Eloise is going to dart and duck and run. Wait a minute, hold on. Because I can't see the map well. Is this, so are these like these vertical, are these full on walls? Like if I run straight north, I won't be able to see this dude to the east, right?
Wait, which wall?
Are these walls? These big vertical partitions?
These 4 are. These block line of sight.
Okay.
The wooden partitions don't.
Done. Okay. 1. Move. 2. 2. I guess I have to reload because I didn't do that. And 3. I am going to shoot that dude from here.
Fire away. Fire away.
Thanks, see, I appreciate that.
Ricochet. Eloise, concealed by smoke, your bullet goes flying and ricochets off the wall. You
Can I
missed
roll it
with like fancy stuff.
with a hero point?
The concealment roll. Does it let you do that? If it does, I'm.
Oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, I can't.
No, if one shot buck.
It's fucked.
Oh.
I believe I reloaded with my last action. Yes, I think I did. So I will peek out now from the northern side of this pillar. Take a shot at this here rat.
Do you see it? I click on you. I don't see. May have to move.
This one here? Okay.
You can see it?
Oh, I could. No, yeah. Okay, no, I can't.
Like I'm clicking on you. I can't see that thing.
Yeah. So the browser is weird sometimes. Like if I click off screen and I'm looking at like, Google Chrome, then I click back to this tab, it like shows everything in there.
What? You got GM privileges?
Actually,
Joey, is that?
That just happened to me. Yeah, like I can see the whole
It's just a
like,
glitch with
room now.
this. I don't
The
get
whole
it.
dungeon?
Split.
Everything?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't realize that. Yeah, I can see.
You guys zoom out? There's a whole dungeon here?
No, I can
No,
just see
no,
the
no.
full room completely now. I
Oh.
couldn't before.
Just like, yeah, like the fog
Huh.
of war. Yeah, sometimes it goes away. Anyway, I moved and then I shot. I hit. And I will drop prone and cover reload. My last action.
You take 4 more points of damage from the original bite that you took as this wound continues to burn away your upper thigh and hip region. Oh,
So
got it. Like, fuck this. Poured a bunch of cold water on it and pressed a
Spit
rag
on it.
against it. Spit on that thing. That's a lot of spit. Hawk too. This rat goes to like dive into the hole, realizes that there's a dead corpse of a rat already down inside there, makes it about 10 or 15 feet of the way down the hole, then ends its turn. So it is down the hole, descended a bit. Owen, you could go in after this thing, but you'd have to actually like send a little bit and like actually pursue to pull this thing out.
I just like kick some pebbles down the hole to like close it up a little bit instead.
You can see all kinds of debris, rocky debris, heavy rocks that could be area like pushed in on top of it.
Get out of here, you stupid rat! And
Oh,
I
yeah.
shove some rocks and try and cover up the hole.
Get on out of here. All right, that will end our encounter as the rats have been defeated and chased away from Griska's basement. Dee 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 dee.
Oh, I almost forgot to apply that healing.
The healing from Raid 2? Oh, that guy.
As you guys finish your dealings down there in the basement, start to make your way back upstairs, you find that the first floor is empty. There is no Griska there. Instead, you hear the occasional thudding of like a cane or footsteps up above on the floor planks. And sure enough, you guys exit out and you can see that the poster has been torn down, and you can see the old Griska with a crowbar out there prying off some of the planks off the front door. You fucking shield marshals! Ugh. She cranks again, a plank comes flying off, goes tumbling off, lands like a couple feet from your head there, Owen. You sidestep it and look as it lands down there, and oh, you've all returned. Has the scratching stopped?
Burning rats.
The rats were cooking down there.
We should let them cook.
In a way.
So, what's the say of my goods? My cabbages?
Well, I mean, you said you hadn't been down there for weeks, Griska. I think, look, they might have ate some of them, but some of them might have been spoiled in the first place.
Hold on.
Saw no cabbages.
Don't you have like a comical like dinosaur bite out of your abdomen right now? Shouldn't you like
I
be in?
probably am. Yeah, Robin is like bleeding, and it's like, yeah, you had rats.
Oh, Robin, my dear. She waves her cane in your direction. You should perhaps put a band-aid on that, don't you think?
We have a guy for that.
I wish I had a guy.
All right. Wait. Oh, I think I hear one.
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm trying to look through all the whatever the macros for first aid.
Well, not many are trained in that craft, though anyone is welcome to do any healing remedies. Griska does provide you with 2 more of those potions similar to that you drank this morning. I'm gonna boom, healing potion, minor. Not very strong, my dear, but thank you for getting rid of the scratching sound. I've started prying the boards off your place upstairs. I imagine you're moving back.
Yeah, I might be in and out. Or yeah, I'd say I'll be in and out of here. Might.
She gives you this like very soft, happy smile. That warms my heart, my dear. It warms my heart. No coincidence you're here back of all days.
A bit of a coincidence. I didn't intend to be. I didn't know, but.
Sure it is.
Lost track of time.
You guys. Griska kind of goes through and prepares this little secondary meal for you guys, but still being rather full. Very small place. She shows you upstairs, Robin, and it's dirty. There's some cobwebs, there's some dust, but you had this 2-bedroom upstairs place. It's actually a little bit bigger than Griska's, because you have like a third little spot, which is your bathroom. There's this whole wall, Hellside Stacks, does have like running water throughout the whole like little mountainside here. So your bathroom facilities are all fully functional, and shower and all that. That was like a big perk of living here and near the waterfall and closest to the Hydra Forge, is that those closest to the Hydra Forge in Smokeside kind of get water first if it's available. So the copper and bronze pipes carries that all in, but the rest of your trappings, your furnishings are all far from the best. But it was home, and you probably want to put like some new sheets on or something like that. But there's a second room that wasn't used for a whole lot, mostly like storage and your like shipments that you would order for firework building and crafting and things like that. And so you have like a big center room where it's like your main bedroom and like a kitchenette. It's all built in, and there's like a second bedroom that's you use it for storage.
Well, at least we can use this place to fall back to if we need, while we're looking around for what we need to find out down here in Hellside. I'm also just gonna go ahead and chug another one of those healing potions.
I don't blame you. Well, some time has passed. You guys have settled in a little bit into this area, and before long, you guys can hear some more hustle and bustle of activity as about 4 o'clock has rolled around. Griska has came around to your group again. I can't thank you enough, and welcome home, Robin. But this is a once-a-year thing. I gotta get me spot. I'm headed down. The sun be dropping in just a couple of hours. She like waves her little cane in everyone's direction. If you want a good spot for the show, I suggest the same. And as she strides past you guys outside the house, there's like this. They're everywhere. There's like these like mobile carts, just like, and the wheels are meant to go up and down on vertical ascension, and as like the whole thing adjusts to like keep the table the legs adjust height as it goes up and down to keep the table like flat and safe and secure. Ben, before I go, I must ask, is it really just a coincidence, or are you performing tonight?
Well, there's some other stuff I have to do down here, but if I get a chance, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a try.
She waves up towards the smoke and stuff and towards the sun. Your time's approaching. Just a couple of hours. They'll see you down there, I hope. She wheels, like I said, wheels past your group. What's the plan? You guys just kind of secured a secondary safe house. Robin has a house. Small, dilapidated, there's not much to it. House is possibly an overstatement, but
Do we establish a new headquarters here, or do we stay at the bar with Phoebe, or?
I mean, I'm fine to stay at the bar with Phoebe. It's just another place that, we can go to be safe across the whole town. Yeah, it's like a safe house.
Owen, as you're here in and around this little hovel of a home, give me a will save. You feel this immediate but then passing like mental intrusion, like something or someone quickly scanning all of your thoughts. I see. You know his name. And this echoing voice comes and passes. Seems to claim you know someone's name.
I'll like crane my head and be like, did anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
Must have been the wind.
Tis but a wisp of cloud.
I farted.
Thought so. What's his name?
Well, if nothing else, time continues to pass. You guys heading further south. You guys planning to attend the event. You guys got several hundred feet to descend still as you're trying to get down to Shomus's place.
Can't
Talk to me.
I was like,
I'm
where
putting money on Rob.
where even is the in the location of the
This
event?
big central landing at the feet of the statues. This whole
Because it's their
open.
feet.
And I think I have another scene. I do. Let me put you onto it. Wow. No, Gray, you dead.
Yeah, I know.
You dead as fuck.
I don't need my body anymore
Use your hero point.
to do it again.
As you guys descend several hundred more feet through the hellside stacks, the rush to get the seating is real. The carts of food rushing down, people to set up their stalls. There are hundreds, No, there's thousands of people as you guys continue to get lower and lower and lower, like a Best Buy on the Burning Crusade release night, GameStop. The line of people outside up here with their tents all set up, their bedrolls, their fold out chairs ready to go, waiting on the show. They're all out here. You hear, "Get your rat burger here!" "No! For the chicken skewer!" "No!" You hear all these different like competing like food vendors and people hawking their wares, and you see all kinds of like little alchemical like glow up hands and lights, like these little nightsticks almost. Kids running around with them as it's still not even dark yet, but everyone's excited. The kids got sparklers. The smell of fried food is strong, not overwhelming, but it is very, very strong. And sure enough, as I said, described before, you guys see all these food carts that you guys are passing, and they have these like bubbling pots of fluid, cast irons laying on these alchemical little heat generators, and it's a lot to unpack all at once.
Eloise wants food.
Goes right for the little guy.
You are certain you recognize this gentleman. This, I say gentleman lightly. It is the head chef from the Hotfoot Hippodrome. He's got himself this premier little central food tent carved out, and he's got all these bubbling concoctions going on, and he's got this like copper sheet, and there's a warmer underneath the sheet, so it's like he's got these skewers of meat all laid out on it, and what have you? Are you hungry? Of course you are. You smelt my fantastic food. And he's it's all copper piece type of exchange. You know, you spend 5-10 copper pieces, a silver piece here and there, and he loads you up.
Okay,
you're not even sure what
back to my party.
You're not even sure what you just bought, but you have this big like elephant ear from like a circuit, like a fair. This fried dough covered with sugar. Hold on one second, kids. Like fried dough covered with sugar in one hand, and in the other hand you have this like, it must be a foot long like sausage that you've seen him like dip in this batter, coat it up real good, and then stick in this like fryer, and he pulled it out a minute or two later, and you have this like freshest looking 1 foot long corn dog. You're not sure of the meat, but in one hand you have I call it an elephant ear. That's what we were called. But fried dough covered in sugar, powderedness in one hand, like I said. The other one is giant corn dog. Fair food to the max.
What?
So as the sun starts to sink lower, and lower, it gets darker and darker. Everyone can see dozens, if not even hundreds of little participants coming out and putting out little tiny tubes of fireworks. Some of them got bigger mortars, all on this scene that you guys are on with these little juts coming off that hang out over the river. There are dozens of these going for a quarter mile or so, and you can see this little walkway that you want like continues and continues all the way across. So I only have one scene of it. That's all you get. Eloise comes back with this food. Gray, what are you doing?
Kind of just keeping to myself a bit because I don't like loud noises, so I don't really know why I'm here, except, to be supportive and hang out, so. But this.
And I thought gray with some meat.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm allergic.
Enjoy my meat slapping.
God.
Where you guys are, pretty low in the Hellside stacks, 2/3 down the waterfall, you guys cannot help but look all the way up above you, probably 800 feet, 900 feet up above you is the very highest point of the screw. The peak of the crane that can go up and down the entire waterfall, carry these massive ships up, carry them up 500 feet above the waterfall, and then drop them down onto another spot. This shadow of this enormous clockwork mechanical device just kind of looms over all of you. And Robin, as you kind of come out on a familiar landing, you know this strip well. Like I said, you've seen this event every year since you were 3, 4, 5 years old. You can't help but look up to this giant target up above you and just think, one day I'm hitting that motherfucker.
One day that'd be really, really cool.
I could cast guidance.
So I guess Robin would, I know there's a big crowd, but I guess Robin would be trying to look to see if there is a safe place, like, farther away from people, like she was advised to try to set something off. She's not she's not expecting to win, but she also just doesn't want to harm people. She kind of became, even just with the situation with the rats, was very it shook her a little because she realized that, oh wow, I may be really good with fire, but I didn't realize that I don't have a way exactly to put it out easily.
G.I. Joe, like.
That's a great analogy. I like that.
So yeah, so she's being a little more cautious, maybe.
The competitors here are more excited for the show a lot of times than the actual competition. And you carrying this big, ginormous mortar shaped like firework, maybe you got in a box, but it doesn't take much more than like, hey, I'm worried about this thing, I need some space, and people immediately kind of like clear out of your area, or you set the thing down and start looking left and right, and like some of the other competitors come up, and competitor is a very loose term. People are really just all here, like you see a 6-year-old little girl. She's got this tiny copper tube. It can't be more than the width of your pinky, maybe a foot long. It's gonna shoot a bottle rocket out. All right, it probably won't even get heard in all the other explosions going off, but you see her excitement, like setting up the tube and like wiring this little fuse so that she can be 10 feet away, and like you see a 40-year-old man or so like supervising, looking over her, and like she could take a wrong step just 2 feet and then fall off the ledge. There's not much of a railing here. This is exceptionally dangerous, and she's competing. You look at it, this girl has 0 chance to win. 0. This was you 15 years ago or whatever, but she's just so excited to be here and competing. So there's a lot of that. Like, no one in 50 years has hit the screw, and with a legitimate firework. So it's kind of more of a thrill of being here and just launching what you got.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess Robin's gonna go ahead and just try to set one up and use what she was given earlier. Was it the Pyronite capsule?
Oh shit!
I'm gonna do it, dude.
You're going big right off the get.
Yeah.
Or
Love
go
it.
home.
All right,
Dude,
I've been
he
holding a
gave it.
bio break. If we're good till like 10:30, I just need like 2 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. And this is exciting.
We have a
Incredible.
firework finale.
Incredible. Yeah, firework finale.
Aye, aye, mon capitaine.
Think about
Stop
ways what people might do to help. If you're gonna do anything, flavor it up. I'm listening.
Gray's gonna walk over to that little girl who's clearly some competition and push her off. I'm kidding.
Don't be mean to fictional children. How dare you?
What's that
Oh.
over there?
We do this all the time in Colo.
Look, I specifically asked him, hey, give me something to help me get this thing. And either this is going to go it's going to be cool. It's just going to be cool. Or it's going to break something horribly, maybe. But that's not my problem. No, I mean... Also, like, how can you tell who did the firework? Like, what if you did one and it caused severe property damage, and then you were just like, I wasn't me. Like,
Wasn't me. What?
Yeah.
You have to get Shaggy to like help you sing about that.
like, how can they prove whose firework came from where?
Oh, me banging on the sofa. Wasn't me.
It's a great question, Robin. Fortunately for the people here, it's never really come up in a big sense. The waterfall in the river's probably about 300 feet wide, and the waterfall, you guys are about 400 feet. You're about 100 feet from the bottom, and it's a pretty safe environment, typically. For launching fireworks go. Was I the one that dashed AFK? Everyone here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Robin's just gonna set it up. I don't really know how to go about doing it.
Well, as you start to bring out some tubes and use some, you see some of the heavier lifters in the competition start to set up, and they're not just bringing out like one firework. You see them bringing out several. They're bringing out a tray of like mortars and launch tubes, and then you see another guy bring out something similar, and there's different streamers and all these different things that you can launch off, and people go about it a different way as they go for again, everyone has this thing where they're going to launch their firework off and hope it goes up and hits the screw. It's never happened, but people still try to like just launch their firework off and just, it's kind of like their own design. It's like Robin, you can get very creative with your firework and like what you want it to do. You know, think of like Gandalf in the Shire.
I mean, as a general rule in life, no matter what you're doing, whether you're setting off fireworks or preparing a nice pipe, just think of Gandalf in the Shire, just as a rule.
All
Sorry.
right, dude.
But Robin, give me a perception check, which will pertain to one thing, and then I want everyone else to give me a separate perception check. And Robin, I'll have you over here. You're on this platform. You're with these other competitors here. Looks like 2 working men, you, and this like 8-9-year-old girl. Robin, the closest platform to you, no more than 60-70 feet away probably, you see the familiar face. And he is kneeling down, and he is actually helping wire together, like wrap fuse cord for another rather young, very excited competitor. There's like a 7-year-old girl and her bigger brother, 10-year-old, roughly standing next to her. Like, you can overhear him like, "No one's gonna see your firework. You're not gonna do it. I don't even know why you're trying." And you can see a familiar figure. He kind of like, "Hey, listen, but she's trying. It's more than you're doing, right?" And he like continues to like wrap fuse cord, and like he's like, listen. When you're 30, just be at the edge of the platform over here. And he like walks from one side to the other. Make sure you light it from here. Be the safest place, okay? Robin, you see Opal.
This motherfucker.
What the crap? He's not done anything to you. So aggressive. Robin needs to get laid. That's my fucking consensus on it.
And he walks back to give her some reassurance. He's like, listen, your brother's not even trying. He's just jealous, actually. You just keep doing what you're doing. I think you got this. And he like pats her on the back and goes over here and starts to unbox some more crates, and he seems to be unloading several things of like tubes and launchers, things like that. Like he's building his own little display per se. Everyone else, the atmosphere is like humming with anticipation as the sun gets lower and lower and lower. The crooked walkways, your platforms, they're clinging onto the cliffside, they feel like alive. The creaking of weight as people walk past you guys, shifting shoulder to shoulder, you know, holding their skewers, their sugary fried dough, their cotton candy like extravagant colorful things. The railways continuously creak, and you guys can hear this ever present ginormous clicking sound of the giant cogs of the screw clicking above you, and the cliffs hum all the time. And as Robin kind of explained before, it is the presence of the hydro forge. These cliffs attached to the waterfall, and this ginormous like power plant is built within. Contestants start to line up more and more, and they all seem to be waiting for the same thing: the sun to fully settle. And as the kind of apocalyptic looking sky from this distance, looking up from the hiss of the waterfall and the mist, the smoke that covers the sky, the sun, as it completely goes down, just turns it like bright orange red at the last moment, and then darkness. And in that moment, you hear the several dozens, if not hundreds, of striking of like tinder sticks, and fireworks begin to launch off the platforms one by one, dozens by dozens, and the sky blooms, what went from being orangish in a glow to complete darkness to nothing but trails of greens, violet, wild explosions of red. The cliff sides are cascading in with light, and over the next several minutes, you guys hear chants and cheers. Closer than last year. Oh, you'll hit it next time, love. Just keep shooting. And you see Robin. What are you doing? You're finishing putting together your thing. You've got you're launching the big one. Is that what I gathered? Is that what I unpacked?
I'm not gonna launch that one. I was just gonna add the because that's a huge. I would have to cart that whole thing down here.
You have it on your character, so I imagine you have it.
Look, I don't want to accidentally kill anybody.
Do it.
It's fine.
What if I accidentally kill somebody? What if this
Do it.
child, like their limbs explode off?
Yes,
It's
but
fine.
you may
That probably
also
won't happen.
you might also kill that Opal guy. You hate him so much.
Eloise, upon hearing child limb explosion, just kind of backs up.
Oh, the other
that's fine.
perception check was for everyone else. I never visited that. Who is our highest one? Gray. I'm gonna say fictitiously there's another platform to the right here, all the way at the end of the map. There's more and more and more platforms, never ending. But the next platform to the east, there's more launchers, more. You see this humanoid that's like shrouded in cloak. You can't see figure, face, nothing. He's humanoid in size. He's got one of these wheelbarrow-like carts, and in front of it is like crate upon crate upon crate, and kind of like what Opal has here going on in front of him, something very similar. He starts to unload them and meticulously like unpack them one by one, and there's nobody else on his launching platform. It's kind of odd. Like, people have given him space, and he disappears into the crowd. You're keeping an eye in that direction. 2 minutes later, 5 minutes later, he returns. Another several crates he unpacks, and he's like putting out this ginormous display. And then Robin, so for what are you launching?
Oh my god, should I really do it?
And you don't have to just launch one. I mean, people are launching continuous fireworks, so you have the ability to do that. You know, you're a firework performer. You have all these sparklers and things ready to go, and flare beacons, and even magic. You know, that can magnify your performances. But everyone has their finale. That you're certain of.
All right, that makes sense then. So then Ramen would probably want to set up some smaller ones, just because she doesn't want to use like. Damn, I guess you guys are gonna have to make me use the big one for my finale, and just hopefully not die because of it. Well, this one, no, I can set a fuse with it, right?
Oh yeah, you can. Yes, absolutely. And right as you're contemplating your last steps, the platform next to you, you hear a series of launches, tubes exploding, mortars, and the display of fireworks that happens in front of you as you see like stick figure humanoids kind of like take shape as the fireworks erupt in the sky over the waterfalls. It's kind of little rudimentary shapes, but they're like moving in sequence, and they seem to like burst into some doors, and they take down some other figures, and it's kind of like an action sequence. And halfway through it, the fireworks like falter, and one of them goes into a dud, and it doesn't quite seem to have. You've seen very fancy fireworks before, and this was like a great attempt at it, but it didn't. Something went wrong, and you can't help but look all the way to the right, and you see Opal over here, like on his knee, and he's like patting this young girl on her shoulder, with talking some words to her.
Damn. So I realized my torch was lit. I was like, why am I glowing?
I actually liked it. It made the sky look proper. Like that's how.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I liked it. I was just saying, why does the sky look like that? It didn't look like that earlier.
Yeah, so I was like, wait a second, why does it look like this? And I'm just
Like, did it get later in the evening or what?
so I forgot my torch was lit again. So you said Opal, this child exploded. I don't know, they fucked up their firework.
Yeah, they had this big firework display it looked like Opal was trying to like help her launch off, and somewhere in the middle of it, people like to get really fancy. I described, Gandalf with the dragon firework thing. Imagine that, but like the dragon getting all like goopy and slurpy and like fizzling out in the middle of it.
I don't think she could be like too hard on him, since he is just like, he's helping a kid. So she's not like, she's gonna be too mean. Like, she's not gonna call over there and be mean and be like, "Hi, fucking loser" or anything. She's not that mean.
Well, there is a lot of that, so it seems to be accepted banter. But Robin, as you prepare to launch off your finale, what is it?
Look, I'm gonna use the big one, but the thing about that one is, like, since it's already done up, like, do I even know what it's gonna be?
That particular explosion, no. You know it's going to be very big, very loud. But you can prepare your armada, your series of launches and things like that before it.
Yeah, she's gonna try to do like a bunch of like smaller ones, just lots of, I guess, like the bursts, like red and orange. Like, again, she's committed to the fire bit.
So give me a performance check. I'm going to use a D&D term, with advantage, where you get to roll twice and keep the higher result.
God damn,
It's pretty good. Well, 12's not bad. Robin, everything about your launch is starting to go off. What does the crowd see?
So again, just a lot of the like red bursts and the flowers, just orange, yellows, and Robin's committed to the bit. Being someone who probably trained themselves, I don't think a lot of them are overly like super flashy or showy. I think she's got tried to do some like birds in there, or something that resembles some birds.
And as your fireworks launch off, your birds, your red flares and starfires all explode all throughout the night sky. Your fuse, or the big one, is ticking down. More and more explosions start to go off, and then you warned everybody to back off the platform, and sure enough. Now, did you also put your Pyronite round into this big one?
Because we're using the big one and I don't know what it does, I don't want to kill people, because he said to stay specifically 60 to 100 feet away. And Robin may be like, yeah, let's do cool explosions, but she's not She's not that stupid, so I'm gonna say no.
She's not one shot, but
I'd fucking send that shit.
I would have done it.
Look, I'm not even the required distance away. I don't think that's a good idea.
Fuse cord burns down.
You have a hero point.
Listen, Sarah tried to get you to put fucking.
You guys can all see and hear the fuse burning away. It's as it goes along all the way to the end of the platform. And then it disappears. Silence. A magnificent explosion sound. Your ears almost all immediately start ringing. This is a tactical explosion that just went off right here in front of you guys, and this poor onlooker who was right here, this lady who wanted the front row seats, Robin, you're right behind him. They're very much alive and well, but they turn and look at you. They have no eyebrows. Their whole front portion of their hair is burned away all the way back to like halfway up their heads. Even the poor misses here, like eyebrows gone, hair is singed down to like a crew cut almost. The platform falls away below down into the water in the waterfall, and you see this singular, almost like a missile, launch up out of this thing. It twirls throughout the sky. 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet, 500 feet. Robin, you see this red streaking like missile coming from the east, and it like comes and like attaches to this firework that you just launched off, and you hear this like screaming bird like sound, and it goes and continues to ascend like a firework attached to your own, and it raises higher and higher and higher. 500 feet, 600 feet, 700 feet, 800 feet. Explodes in this detonation of fire and prismatic lights, sparks that just kind of like rain down 200 feet up above the waterfall. Everyone can hear this horrific metal groaning sound. A shifting shadow in the moonlight over the stars. The entire top end of the crane seems to be shifting and falling downward. Oh!
Who did that? I don't know what that
It
was,
falls.
you guys.
As it falls, though gray, I think you noticed it. You've seen this shape setting up fireworks. As it is falling, you guys hear which is like 100 bullets getting fired off all at once, and you guys can all see this another magnificent firework display getting launched off. The sound of the river blends with cheers, drums, an alarm sound echoing way off in the distance above like Skyside. Whistles all around. The stacks in this moment, Robin, are timeless. The groan of part of the screw's arm seemed to be melted and leering down in Hellside Stack's direction. All time seems to like slow down. You guys see the most incredible firework display getting launched off to the east that almost seems to overshadow what is happening right now. You see red and white rockets crackling together. Light is bending and flaring until it takes the shape of this Dwarven warrior in shining armor. His shield, as like the sparks are falling, is like animating the firework. The shield rises and a volley of silver streaming rockets from below seem to like ricochet off of it. Again, Gandalf, dragon, fireworks. The dwarf lowers his shield as the fireworks continue to display and grips hold this massive two-handed axe with two hands and swings. The blade cuts through the night, like slicing this soaring rocket up in its direction, and like cuts the rocket in half. And as the rocket gets split in half, you see it separates into two different colors, one gold, one emerald. And as those sparks start to fall down, you see two silhouettes seem to like leap up out of them, dancing kitsune of firelight and illusion. One is wielding a rapier, dancing all throughout the night. The other is a violin made of like these bluish flames. They seem to twirl together, tails fanning out in streaks of pink sparks. More fireworks. And Gray, you have clocked this figure. He has set up this display, handed this fuse cord to this like 12-year-old boy, and he like gave him a single tinder twig and basically like told him to light it and gave him all the credit for it. And then you see him walk towards an alleyway. Again, as the fireworks continue to erupt all around up in the sky, as the kitsune dances around in the night, each step is like this burst of color. The violinist draws her bow, and a comet of like sapphire shoots out of it, and you guys can all hear this like this perfect melody in between explosions of more fireworks. As its crescendo continues to the other kitsune with the rapier like suddenly lunges forward in this acrobatic dance, piercing through this other like spinning mortar, shooting more fireworks in more directions. The sky like ripples up above. You see these figures taking shape up in the fireworks display. As the crane begins to like lurch down in your guys' direction, fireworks continue to erupt. What's everyone doing?
I got my thunder blanket on, dude. I'm terrified.
I'm cheering for sure.
I'm like leaning back towards the wall a little bit, but watching excitedly.
Eloise is standing in a very neutral position, just kind of staring down the fireworks as if they were a threat, but they're not a threat to her, if that makes sense.
All caught up in this moment, then the crane continues to descend down almost in like slow motion. You guys can all hear the mortars continue to fire off. Each burst seems to briefly redraw the previous forms. A dwarven warrior standing firm with his arm crossed. Two kitsunes circling and dancing around him like comets streaking. All of them locked in that moment. Everyone but Robin, again, give me a perception check. So imagine Robin is just staring up at the sky at her own firework in this moment. And all right, Sarah and Gray, I previously said 20. Yep, you got this guy clocked. He didn't retreat all the way into the alleyway. He seemed to pause and is watching the display. As the final volley shoots up into the sky, suddenly this constant sound of mortars ends. The whole sky seems to ignite one last time. The dwarf lowers his axe in a salute. The two kitsunes bow gracefully, their tails swirls in little trails of sparks. And the applause that follows is absolutely thunderous. And then it is filled by fearful screams as many of the nearby people start to run for cover as the crane descends and crashes down into Hellside. And Sarah, through the briefest little bit and the brightest explosions, a face looks roughly in the explosion's direction, and you can see this scarred red skin, burnt by acid, by fire. Looking up at the display of the three heroes above him, he like puts one arm to his chest over his heart in a fist and does like a bow, and he mouths something, and then twirls his cloak over his shoulder and disappears into the night. All right, and that's where we're gonna call tonight. 10:40.
Cool.
Wow.
Dude, I can't believe you committed domestic terrorism.
Yeah, dude. I hope I don't get in trouble. Why would that child do that?
Yeah, it's
Jeez.
crazy. I did see that child light at your right. We should
So,
tell the shield marshals.
did Moriko and fucking Hika become Kandok's fangirls and like run away or something?
Ew, they're cousins.
I said, did they become fangirls of Kandok? What does us being cousins have to do with the shit, you weirdo?
Okay, because I had the reverse image in my head. I'm sorry. It makes more sense.
No, it was a
Dwarf
Memoriam.
with an axe and two kitsunes.
no. I'm saying it was more of a memoriam from another person that he is honoring his friends. And
That
they're
was-
in all
Is
their
it Tangle Top?
badassery.
Oh my god, it's fucking
That was
Tangle
just-
Top.
No, that was just
No, it's
Gimli,
not
dude.
Tangletop.
Why can't it be Tangle Top? I don't understand.
Because Tangletop is a tiny fucking brownie, and that would have been
It
pretty
can
fucking
never be
obvious.
Tangletop.
There wasn't a pile of cookies.
Tonight was a little homage to our original Pathfinder group. Yes. The dwarf
Nailed it.
was Kandok. The kitsunes were Hika and Moriko.
Scarface is
Perhaps the person that launched them is Lugruk.
yes.
He did say he was traveling to the other continent,
Ooh.
south to Gavistan.
Hobgoblin. That's
We
what
must
he was.
find
I
him
couldn't
and
remember the
recruit him
class
immediately.
or the race.
Catch
Why
this
would-
man.
Why would you do that to the crane?
Because he's
Yeah, Kandok.
Cannot.
Yeah, Lugruk.
I don't know if I
Lugruk
want to
would
get
do
in trouble
that.
for that.
But I don't know. I was like, you know what? This would, after getting to the southern continent, Lugruk would totally fucking head here.
he
This is
mentioned
like-
the rapier and like the violin, and I was like, oh man, that's me.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
Thank you for bringing back Marco and Hika and that dwarf.
Can't believe you didn't have that firework open a door.
Damn.
It did. It had fucking door of chaos. Did you not recall the fucking thing coming down and trying to
It was
kill
enough
everybody?
reading as it is.
Fair enough.
Anyway, cool fucking shit. Sarah's kind of lost at the fireworks thing. That's not her specialty, but
Well,
I
there's
feel
two
like it would
fireworks
like,
display.
overwhelm you.
Yeah, one seems to be like a personal display, but is super cool looking. But obviously, the other one could seem to cause real demolition, and you have a ginormous metal crane falling in your direction.
I got my thunder blanket on.
Dude, epic rat battle made Robin have to reconsider some things about her life. Like,
Epic rap battles of history. Robin versus rat.
Yep, that's how you sprinkle it in there. That's how you sprinkle it in.
It reminds me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
I was gonna say it reminds me of like the GI Joe PSA when like they left the hot plate on, and he runs in there,
Oh, okay.
but you can't do anything because you're fire.
Yeah, I was looking through all my spells, and I'm like, God damn. I know I committed to the bit, but did I literally pick every single spell to basically be fired
Yeah.
besides Shockwave?
Yeah, you did.
And that's why I was like, wait, the crusty lizard, you're my only hope.
Wait, let me whip this out here. What is it? And I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt of that, but I rolled nat 20.
I forgot I had it and I had never used it because it's like one of those kind of situational ones.
Well, good sesh, y'all. Lots of RP. Shit's going down.
No, didn't it go up?
Cool stuff. Thank you.
I promise you'll make it to Shoma eventually.
Well, cool shit, guys. Awesome. And I will see most of you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Well,
We're off next Thursday, right? Didn't somebody post out?
I don't know. I just work here.
Lindsay? Was it you?
Oh, that's like Halloween Eve.
Halloween
Apples.
Eve.
Oh, yeah, that's like October 30th. I ain't promising to be here October 30th.
yeah, that's next Thursday. That's what he asked.
Yeah. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. But yeah.
Yes, sister, we'll be
What
on.
are you being for Halloween? What are you dressing
Fucking
up as?
hell.
For Halloween Eve. What's your Halloween Eve plans?
Someone who's entirely too old to be enjoying the shit out of Halloween as much as they do, but they still do, even if they're 9 years old.
Dude.
90? Jesus.
Cavette and I want to be Steve and what's his name?
Steven Garrett from the Minecraft movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I would be Garrett. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be Steve.
Minecraft movie was surprisingly good.
It
was
was
actually so
actually
fun.
yeah, it was very good. I'm not gonna lie.
We enjoyed
Chicken
it.
nugget.
Okay, sorry to be graphic, but they just made like Jack Black and Jason Momoa like have like the weirdest like pseudo sex scene I've ever seen, especially for a kids movie when they were flying with the elytra. Oh my god. I was like, what in the world?
We just watched it as a like we're like, all right, whatever. Just we're kind of high.
Persevere,
Put the
persevere.
Minecraft movie on, and like I was so surprised by how much I actually love that stupid movie.
We put it on
Yeah.
for a 5-year-old, and he didn't sit and watch it, but I did.
Does the
Yeah.
villager sound like Oddbird?
Yes. And no, there is a human woman that actually gets horny for a villager that ends up isekai'd in the real world.
I
I'm
fucking
kidding.
love her. She is amazing in everything
I
that she
know.
has done. Like,
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Good old Oddbird.
anyway,
Sober.
cool shit.
Good
I'm
night.
gonna end the stream.
Yep,
I'm
good night,
popping
everybody.
off of here.
There it is.
Next time.
Good night.
Night.
Hey, guys.